Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on with y'all? Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. So, as you guys know, it's Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock. It's Big Three football. Miami Hurricanes, Florida State Seminoles, and the Florida Gators. So, basically, all three teams playing this weekend. So, we're going to take a little dive into what to expect. Scores, predictions, previews, everything like that. Also, guys, if you know a Florida State fan, a Gator fan, a Miami fan, invite them to the channel. Let them be a part of the discussion, especially if they love to talk, trash talk and all that good stuff. So, also, guys, get in the chat so I can know who all in here. We can do a quick roll call before we get the show started. And also, the stream key will be in the chat for any Miami Hurricane, any Florida Gator, or any Florida State Seminole that wants to come on and join in on the conversation. So this weekend, we're going to talk about the most important team in Florida first, and that's the Miami Hurricanes. If anybody tell you otherwise, they lying to you. They 100% lying to you. But let me go ahead and get this banner off the screen real quick. All right. So for those of you guys that wants to support the channel, the best way to do so is to hit the like button, to share the channel on other social media platforms, or if you want to do so monetarily, which is like send Cash App or anything, that information will be strolling down at the bottom of the screen. So with all that being said, so Miami takes on the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now, I do have tickets to this game, and I will be at this game. This game is at 4 o'clock. If you're going to watch it at home on your couch or at a sports bar or anything like that, it's at 4 p.m. on ESPN2. So, of course, we're going to look at the ESPN matchup predictor. You got Miami as a 67.2. Basically, they're picking us to win this game. A lot of us thought that, coming out the Middle Tennessee loss, that, Miami possibly would be a underdog. But if you check Vegas, as of right now, Miami is still a 3.5-point favorite with the over and under at 66. So they still think Miami will win this game. Fans-wise, if you ask most Miami fans, most of them are up in the air on this one, not quite sure, what's going to happen. So quarterback-wise, North Carolina, they know who their quarterback is, and so does the Miami Hurricanes. Mario Cristobal has already came out and said that basically Tyler Van Dyke will be starting. So if you was expecting CJ Garcia come out first, that's not happening. They're definitely giving TVD a chance to, prove himself, to redeem himself. So we'll see how that goes. Now, me personally, I predict that if TVD goes out to the first couple drives and he doesn't look any different than he has in the last 3 games, then we'll definitely see Jake Garcia on the field. That's in my opinion. Now, if you look at the other opposing quarterback, Drake May, or I like to call him Drake Mayo or Drake Mayonnaise, he's having a phenomenal year so far. Through 5 games, he's having a phenomenal year. The Tar Heels are 4-1, 1-0 in conference, and he's already have almost 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns with only 1 interception. So he's looking phenomenal. This is a guy that you definitely have to keep an eye on if you're the Miami Hurricane. He does have a great wide receiving core. Now, receiving-wise, you got Nesbitt here, who has 237 yards and 3 touchdowns, 14 in reception. Also, they got a guy named Josh Downs. You got to keep an eye on him too. He's a very dynamic guy, very versatile. So the corner is going to have to step it up this game coming. Now, some injury reports came out. As you guys know, Tariq Stevenson, Darrell Porter, those corners suffered injuries. But from what I'm hearing and what I've reported maybe an hour ago, those guys will be back and will be playing. They're at practice. They're playing at full speed. So you should see them this weekend against North Carolina. Also, running backs for the Miami Hurricanes. As you see here, our leading running back is Henry Parrish, 67 carries, 359 yards for 4 touchdowns. He's our leading rusher right now. He was injured in the last game, but from what I'm hearing from Miami, from Miami's camp and Mario Cristobal that basically Henry Parrish and Jalen Knighton will be participating in this game this weekend. So those running backs will be available to us. So the running back position doesn't look that depleted as it did before. So, good to see those guys back and ready to go. So receiving wise now, that's the question for the Miami Hurricanes. Who will step it up this week? As you guys know, Restrepo's out. Jacoby George is out. So we're looking to see if Keyshawn Washington can continue doing what he does. He's had some flashes. We're also trying to see if Frank Ladson can step it up. They have been talking a lot about him throughout the week. Well, not necessarily say throughout the week, this week, because we haven't heard for the coaching staff since the loss to Middle Tennessee. So Frank Ladson is one of those names that they're highlighting. So we'll see, and also Brenson. So we'll see how that turned out. Now, if you're one of those guys that like to check the weather and everything like that before you go into the games, then you'll see that, this is expected to be an 86-degree game. So not too bad, It is a 4:00 game. So, the sun will be out, but it won't be the temperature won't be that terrible. But Miami is a favorite in this one by 4.5. As you guys know, the last 3 seasons hasn't been that great. Miami have lost the last 3 matchups to North Carolina. So the last time North Carolina came to the Hard Rock, it was a shell shocker. It was something that we probably want to forget about. But they end up leaving, dropping a 60 bomb on us. 63-26 was the score. So definitely want to avoid something like that this time around. Last time around, they had 2 running backs that just went ham on us. I think both of them had over 200 yards a carry. So hopefully nothing like that, nothing in that facility or, whatever. John, what's going on with you, boss?
What's up, my man? How you doing?
All right, hold on. Let me put these headphones in. Finally went and got me some headphones so I could stop the echoing on my end at least. All right, say something, John.
Yo.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right, so we in business. So what's your expectations for this game coming up?
So I think everyone needs to this accept that the Middle Tennessee State game was a fluke. Like that wasn't like the Miami team that we know and that we have on this team. Like it was completely a fluke. Like it was just completely came out flat. Like a typical Miami Hurricane game after losing a big game. So I don't even count anything I saw in that game to what I'm going to expect this game, because I know what we saw that game was not what is actually happening with this team. So I'm going to expect, first off, UNC has one of the worst defenses in the country, if not the worst. I think it's ranked like 120 out of 131 teams. Miami has a great run game. So I think with our offensive struggles, this is probably the best game to get any confidence, because their defense literally is trash. So if we can't put points on North Carolina, then we're honestly screwed. But I'm really not worried about North Carolina. Like I think we might disturb comp them completely, like out of Hard Rock Stadium. They're not a great team. Notre Dame did it, and Notre Dame lost to Marshall. So
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this game and I'm like, I just got a gut feeling that we're gonna beat them, and we're gonna beat them by at least 14. That's just a gut feeling. Hopefully I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
Hopefully this does happen. Hopefully it's not the other way around or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I feel like the Middle Tennessee State game, it was more of it's like a wake up call for just like the Notre Dame game against Marshall was.
Yeah,
I mean, like everyone's comparing Miami, like, oh, Miami got beat down by Middle Tennessee State. They didn't get beat down. They lost 4 big plays If you watch the whole game, Miami controlled the line of scrimmage on defense. Like it's not like Middle Tennessee State went down the field and completely scored on us. We had broken coverages and miscommunications, and they weren't prepared for a small team like that. That's all that was. I
Yeah,
feel like
so
everyone blown it out because we lost to a Conference USA team, but it's like, which was on the coaches, but it wasn't like that team got in there and was better than us. It was more of because we're just completely unprepared and didn't really care about them. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm with you.
so it's
I'm,
not
I'm
like the FIU game. And I know a lot of people compared that game to this one and said that this one was worse. And I'm like, it's not, because the FIU game, we honestly, even though the score was low, we got dominated though. Like we physically got dominated in that game.
yeah,
So
most definitely did. But what are your expectations out of Tyler Van Dyke this week?
I'm not expecting him to like to go off like he did last year, but I feel like this might be a game where he could get his confidence back. And because I was watching I forgot who I was watching. Someone said something about that TVD has been working with Malik Rozier after that the loss to Middle Tennessee State on his fundamentals and stuff. So I don't know. I'm thinking that. Do you watch Miami Flow?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think he was mentioning about how it's like I'd rather have what TVD can be and what he's supposed to be, and it's like if we could just get him back on track for that, it's perfect. Like I'm definitely against Jake Garcia starting. I just don't even feel like he should start the season. So
Yeah, what I want to happen, I want TVD to go out there, light it up for the rest of the year, and go get drafted so this quarterback room could like continue rotating. I don't want him to struggle and then possibly have to come back or possibly have to transfer. I would rather him just go out there and light it up and keep the room moving.
no, yeah, I see what you're saying. And the
Yeah,
thing is,
'cause-
if he could turn it around, he's still fine to be a first or second round maybe, because he's still that he has the talent there. Like you've seen it, so you can't say that he cannot be it. But I don't think he's going to transfer.
yeah. I mean, if at this moment in his career, if he does get benched and Garcia comes out and he's lighting it up, and it doesn't seem like Garcia's coming out, I think transfer would be in his best interest.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. But the problem with it is if Garcia gets put in this position, is that with the team we have right now, with the receivers dropping the balls like they are, with how the offense is kind of not like really meshing right now, I feel like Jake Garcia will just be set up completely fail, and then now we're gonna be looking like, oh, we're fucked for the rest of the season. Like Jake Garcia is not the guy, is what people are gonna say. Because can you imagine if TVD sucks and then you put Jake Garcia in there and he doesn't do any better? The season's gone at that point. Then
Yeah, at that
that's
point
the
the
only thing I'm worried
fans
about.
at that point the fans are going to be like, it's either our wide receivers suck or Gattis suck.
Yeah, no, exactly. And the thing is, it's like there's been plays where our receivers are wide open. So I'm not sure if it's the quarterback not reading it or if it's there's like some communication problem. I don't know. But you could clearly watch the film, and I know as much as people say Gaddis play call sucks, there's a multiple plays where there's touchdown throws in the end zone, like wide open, and our quarterbacks completely miss them. Like completely, not even looking at the guy that's wide open. So it's like I don't understand how people blame Gaddis. Like I get now, if you're telling me that his coaching the receivers, I could say that probably sucks. If they're because the way the receivers look, like they can't run routes correctly, they're not catching the ball. So now, if you told me that argument against that, but I feel like the play calls are not as bad as people think they are. Because if you remember, people forget, everyone said Lashley's play calls were sucking until we got touchdowns, and that's all they care about. They just want flashy plays.
Yeah,
But,
I think the fans are more in love with the big plays more than I want to say
ex-
managing the game.
exactly, everyone wants to see Patrick Mahomes throw to Tyreek Hill that 100 yards down the field, but they don't want to actually watch a consistent drive, get to 10 yards, get 5 yards, get 3 yards, get 10 yards, and then score in the end zone. They don't want to see that kind of football because it's not fun to watch for them. But if you watch that for the A&M game, if you take out the fact that we couldn't get in the red zone,
Yeah, I think
we
that's
we literally
Gaddis'
we
biggest.
punished it. Like, I mean, we punished them. Like, if we could do that against an SEC team, we should easily be able to do that against anyone on our schedule.
Yeah, I think that's Gaddis' biggest problem right now is converting in the red zone.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
coming away with 3 points instead of 6. You know, it hurts you in the long run.
and the thing is, in that game, and I thought, like a lot of people said his play calls were bad in there, but it came down to execution again. Like we had false start penalties, we had holding penalties, and then we also had guys drop wide open catches. So it's like I think the play call could be better in the red zone, but at the same time, it's like their plays were there to have touchdowns. So I don't know. I just want to see us improve though. If we improve this throughout the season, then there's nothing to complain about, really.
Y'all can hear me? You hear
Yeah.
me, T2? Okay, I just want to make sure I got the headphones in. Hey, all I'm saying is I just want to see a fight. I want to see fight. What I seen a couple weeks ago on that field against Middle Tennessee, it just didn't seem like they wanted to be there. I want to see them. I want to see them hungry out there. That's basically what I want to see.
Yeah.
Because we got.
What are you looking for on the defensive side?
Defensive side, I'm looking for James Williams to turn up because I'm tired of people saying James Williams ain't who he is. Yes, he is. You know, everybody, he's just still young and still learning. He need to learn to wrap up instead of trying to snatch the ball. I need to see that defensive line get more penetration other than Leonard Taylor, because Leonard Taylor been still showing out. I don't care what nobody say. I need some other boys to step up with him. The linebackers, please can we just start like Wesley Persane or somebody, man? Like, I just want to see that with the defense. I want to see fight from both sides of the ball. I just need to see them boys look hungry out there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I kind of want to see James Williams get just a little bit more physical because they have been challenging him about his physicality, saying that he's kind of afraid of one-on-one tackle. So I kind of want to see him, step it up a little bit, be a little physical or whatever.
His angles are bad too. He takes really, really bad angles.
Yeah, kind of
like
some of the plays. It kind of reminds me of even last Monday game against the Rams versus who that was 49ers when Jalen Ramsey got his butt busted right in front of Debo.
Oh yeah, Debo.
That's kind of what you see a little bit of when James Williams get in the air by himself.
Yeah, I want to see everyone do their job, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like James Williams gonna do his thing, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened that game, man. I don't know.
Well, the problem, Cam Kitchens and James Williams, they sometimes they do too much. They try way too hard to make a play that's not there. And then that's what in the Middle Tennessee State game, Cam Kitchens they baited him to come inside, and they caught him, and that's why one of the corners got burnt because he thought he had a safety back there, but Cam Kitchen so it's like they're trying too hard. I feel like because Kevin Steele's defense isn't going to be that flashy defense that's going to get multiple sacks and get interceptions every game. It's going to be fucking bend but don't break and hold them under fucking 20 points a game.
Now I want to address something about the Tyler Van Dyke interview that happened. I see a lot of people on Twitter. They're up in hands right now saying, Tyler Van Dyke basically gave away the game plan with, saying that we're going to go up tempo if we hit the 20-yard passes and stuff like that. That's not giving away the game plan, guys. Normally when teams do that, they go up tempo anyways. It's called, catching the defense by surprise, keeping them from substituting and all that good stuff. That happens in football regardless. So that's not the game plan. Kevin Steele came into his interview and told the media basically, listen, if I tell you anything about my game plan for North Carolina, within 3 minutes it'll be on the internet and North Carolina will know everything and we won't have any advantage. The game is to have an advantage. So y'all stop coming down on TVD for saying if we, hit big plays, we're going to go up tempo. That's a given. It happens.
I mean, we have all we have to do is watch last year's film. Like, it's not, you think UNC's now watching last year's film on TVD? There's not much film for them to watch on him this year. So I mean, like, what? People are
And
crazy.
shout out to Tyler Van Dyke for taking the initiative to get with Ponce and Gattis, going over film with them instead of doing it individually, because obviously, past couple of weeks he hasn't been working. Now I'm not sure if it's Ponce teaching them one way and Gattis teaching them the other way, but them doing it together, they'll be more on the same page right now. So
Well,
we'll see.
that's the problem too, is that everyone forgets that this is a completely new coaching staff that none of them have ever worked with each other. So
I think what it is we get this new flashy toy called a coaching staff, plus the amount of success that we've been having. So we expecting it's gonna just jump from one level to another, not realizing that, hey, these guys got to come in, create chemistry, create a culture, and go from there. Guys got to learn the playbook. We all expected for them to come out and just boom, instant success, and that's not how it works. We was hoping that's how it happened with us, but unfortunately it isn't. I mean, look at Oklahoma, for example, with Brett Venables. The first 3 games they look phenomenal, and now they dropped 2 straight. They look like they couldn't win a game to save their life right now.
and they dropped games that they should have easily. I mean, they got harder teams to play still.
Yeah, and for all the people that's comparing Miami with Cristobal to USC with Lincoln Riley, let's not forget Lincoln Riley took a quarterback over there and then go into Pitt and took one of the best receivers in the country.
Yep.
With a whole bunch of transfer, plus USC had already had talent. They just weren't, being coached right. So let Mario do what he's doing. Let him work, and at the end of the day, let him get his recruits in here, and we'll go from there. But it's not going to be an overnight instant success.
Yeah, that's what people got to understand, man. You can't. I understand how bad we want it, and we've been wanting this for years, but now we got the coaching, the staff, everything that we need. And man, you got to give them time to build, man. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Even if we go in and lose the North Carolina game, I'm gonna just be more watching like how we lose. Like, is we still putting up fight, or is just showing like potential or something? Because man, we gotta, sometimes you gotta learn to. I guess you got to get humble. You get what I'm saying, and understand that, hey, we probably won't have that winning season like we want this year, but it probably come next year, because then we'll get the recruits or whatever. Or, man, it's just all about the fight. Because I feel like, man, I just keep hating here. Hey, fire this person, fire that person, get rid of this player, all this other stuff, man. It's like, let them do their work, man. Some things don't go like you want it to go. I mean, every team, there's other teams out there that they thought was gonna be good. Hell, there's teams out there that wasn't supposed to be good. Look at Kansas. like look at Kansas, man. Like, you feel me? So sometimes, man, we gotta be humble, man. We just gotta be humble. Patience is a virtue.
Now, if you look at the stats coming into this game right now, North Carolina is averaging 45 points a game. Miami's averaging 35, so they're like 10 points above us in that department. Now, points allowed, they are giving up 33, call it 34. We're not going to do the point this and point that. Miami's averaging 21 a game, so we give up less points, they give up more, they score more. We're not too far off. So if you look at it from both statistics, we're kind of even. They
Look
give
at those
up
rushing
more.
yards allowed.
Yeah, now total
That's
yards.
what no one's talking about.
Yeah, total yards, they have us about by around 50, 60 yards a game. They're at 507. We're at call it 449. Now rushing yards, they give up 100 and they give up 193. So that's our running back should be eating in this game. Miami's only giving up about 85 yards. Passing wise, they're giving up more yards than us too. But this season, what I've noticed is we do tend to what is it, outstat our opponents, but it don't necessarily show on the scoreboard because of mental mistakes and bonehead plays, missed coverages and stuff like that. So in the stat department, most games, even the Texas A&M game, we came out the score said otherwise, but we literally was dominating the game, especially in the first downs and third down efficiency and stuff like that. So we just got to be able to finish and get points in the red zone.
Well, how funny would that be if we come out and did what UNC did to us a couple of years ago?
Oh man, that would be amazing.
I mean, our offense, like we're built right now to beat a team like UNC. Like just run the ball down their throat. Don't let them get the ball in offense. I mean, it would be perfect.
Hey, I think this game, I believe our wide receivers gonna eat this game.
Florida plays Missouri this week. Little white tee. They play Missouri this week. We're gonna talk about Florida in a minute. Just want to get Miami done first. Yeah, but we're definitely in good position. We're at home. And, statistically, we should beat North Carolina. We are the favorites. ESPN is even predicting us to win this game also. So hopefully Tyler Van Dyke come with his A game and, pick up where he left off last year,
And that offensive line too. Hopefully they do what they got to do.
Right, they didn't do bad against Middle Tennessee State. I know a lot of people criticize them, but if anyone watched the game, you realize that there was 8 in the box, and they blitzed one person every time. So it wasn't like our offensive line got manhandled in that game. A lot of people forget that they were literally pressuring us every second. So that's one thing.
All right, so NC State versus Florida State this weekend. This game will be on ACC Network. It's an 8:00 game. Florida State coming off a loss to Wake Forest, 31-21 at home. Literally got demolished, but Wake Forest decided not to put up 60 on them. And
I believe
North Carolina also coming off a loss to Clemson. Clemson really dominated that game. Score says otherwise, but if you watch the game, NC State is the favorite. Now, this game, NC State is a 60% favorite according to ESPN. Jordan Travis, not looking too shabby this season for Florida State. Already threw for 1,200 yards, eight touchdowns, and 1 interception. On the other hand, you got Larry. He's 1,100, 10 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. Running back wise, Florida State got like 3 running backs that's doing pretty well. Kind of had a step back a little bit against Wake Forest, but Trayshawn Ward is leading them. On the other hand, you have this guy here. I'm not sure his name. Demi. 44 carries for 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. So Florida State is definitely leading in the running back position. And receiving wise, Larry can dish it out to multiple receivers. So now North Carolina is a favorite by 3. Over and under is sitting at 50.5. Now they're saying it's a home game for North Carolina. So Florida State will go on the road. Temperature is at 69 degrees. So what do you guys think of this game coming up with Florida State? What does Florida State have to do to win this game? What did you see in Clemson game to say Florida State needs to, what's the word for it? Copy? I'm looking for another word, but I'll just go with copy. What does Florida State got to do to win this game?
Their defense got to stop them because Devin Leary gonna be throwing on them, and they got a good running back. Don't they still got that running back that we faced against? What his name is?
No, they're both gone.
Oh, Bam! It was like Bam or something like that.
Dan White and Ricky Person, yeah, they're both gone.
Oh, they both gone. Okay, never mind then. Okay, but as far as like Devin Leary, I feel like he'll be doing his thing. I feel like they need to stop Devin Leary.
So Jordan, from watching them play at Clemson, what did Clemson do to limit Larry? What do you think Florida State would have to do? And do Florida State even have the personnel to do so?
I think they do. Like, I'm worried because Florida State has some injuries on the defensive line, and what Clemson basically did was, they played a lot of too high and let their front four work because NC State, especially like on the left side, they couldn't block Clemson's defensive line, especially in that second half. So if Florida State is healthier on the defensive line, I think they can do it because really their passing game doesn't scare me. Like Devin Leary's a good quarterback, but their receivers are not very good. And like you if you watch that Clemson game, like like every yard like passing that Leary got, it was like they had to. It was like pulling teeth. And
Yeah, but you're going against Clemson though too.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But Clemson's secondary isn't anything to write home about, obviously, through 4 weeks. I mean, they played a lot better the last game, but that was because they played, more off coverage and they didn't play as much man. So, I'd say, I mean, the first things first is to stop the run because that's what State is going to want to do first because, their running back, Demi Sumo, he's pretty good. Like, he didn't get a lot of carries against Clemson, but he's good. But if you can stop the run and force Leary to kind of have to rely on his receivers, then I think that's a good thing because I don't think NC State's offense is very good. So, and I think Florida State's got better DBs than Clemson. So,
okay. Slim Shady King, what's going on with your boss?
What's going on, boss man?
All right, so Florida State versus NC State. What do you expect to see in this game?
I'm kind of the same mind as Jordan. There's not a lot offensively that should scare anybody. NC State's offense just hasn't lived up to the hype that it was supposed to be this year. I don't get it.
they lost Emeka Emezi. That was their number one guy last year. And they don't have that. And their tight end, Penix, he's been hurt. So I don't think he's I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. So like they don't really have their slot receiver is pretty good, and then everybody else is just average. So
now if they can't establish the run though, they can bring up the Florida State safety and end up hitting them.
Yeah.
I mean, secondary, not safety.
So on the other side, you have Florida State's offense. Do they have what it takes to beat this NC State Wolfpack defense? What do you guys? What's your thoughts on that?
They've got the quarterback. I'm scared because they still got they have injuries on both lines. So like I'm not sure Florida State's offensive line is going to play very well. Like, NC State's got a good front seven. So I think they're going to have to rely on Jordan Travis in the run game, use his legs a little bit, because they're not going to allow as many explosive plays, so they're going to have to work the ball down the field. Like I don't think like you're going to see Johnny Wilson like running wide open down the field and get a bunch of big plays. So I think they're going to have to put drives together like Clemson had to do.
And that could be problematic because Travis has gotten nicked up this year.
Yep.
Well, I think from last week of the FSU versus Wake Forest game it's what we thought. FSU is who we thought they were, and it's from all the hype they won. They were 4-0, but their offensive line still sucks. I mean, they got completely dominated on both lines of scrimmage. Their D line and their offensive line both suck. I mean, they're complete trash. That Wake Forest was able to do whatever they wanted to against Florida State, and they could not do nothing.
I'm not going to eat Florida State's lunch over that because Wake Forest offense will make a lot of defenses look foolish. Right.
They made Clemson's defensive. Their offensive line neutralized Clemson's defensive line for a lot of the game. So that they have a really experienced group. I wouldn't say that Florida State's defensive line sucks. It's not as good as it. I don't think it's as good as it was last year, and I think they're still missing Fabian Lovett in the middle.
I mean, they gave up almost 200 to Wake Forest.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't have Fabian Lovett. Jared Verse only played like 15 snaps in that game. Like they're not very deep, but their starting four when healthy is pretty good. So
that's also the point. That's also the point that Wake Forest offense is a top 5 offense in the nation.
Yeah, they can put up points on just about anybody. They got the best receivers in the conference. I'd say. Um, so it's a tough matchup. It's a different matchup than NC State. So I think Florida State will be able to hang around. I don't think NC State's going to be able to, bomb away on or, hit a bunch of big plays through the air because they just don't have the receivers that Wake does. So I think the game itself will be closer than it was with Wake. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Florida State has trouble when they play NC State and Raleigh. They usually, get NC State's best game. So I don't know.
I feel like Florida State gonna lose this game, man. They're gonna lose 2 in a row.
If they lose this game, then they're gonna lose the
Lose
Clemson too. That's
three
gonna
in a
be
row.
3 in a row.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much.
And if that were to happen, then they play Georgia Tech, who's just coming off a win against Pitt. Yeah, that might
I don't know. I feel like
that'll be
I feel like
funny if they
Florida.
lose 4 in a row.
Yeah, but I believe they'll beat Georgia Tech though.
Yeah, as of right now.
And to Jordan's point, though, if like I said, if NC State can establish a run game, they're going to bring that defense up a whole lot closer, and they will be able to hit some bombs.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing is because NC State's going to want to run the ball. I mean, they're like I don't love their offense, but everything is built on the run, and if you can force Devin Leary to have to beat you with his arm with average receivers, I would rather. That's what Clemson did. They were like, we'd rather Devin Leary have to, if he beats us, if he just makes a bunch of NFL throws, then so be it. But if NC State is running the ball and then they're allowed to set up their passing game off the run game, then that's when that offense starts to get rolling. And so I think first thing is Florida State's got to stop the run. And
Now, the last couple of years that they've played NC State, does anybody know who won those games? Or
NC State, I think NC State's won the last 2 meetings or something like that.
If not more than that. I don't think
And-
they've beat NC State in the last 5 years, almost probably.
You might be right. Actually, it might be I think it might be like a 4-game
I think
win
the-
streak. Actually,
Montreal, he's in the chat. He's a Florida State fan. Montreal, how many times in a row have NC State beat you guys? Or
I think
what's
it has
the
been. I think it
what's
has
the
been.
record the last 5 years or so? Because I'm not quite sure what the streak is. I know they won last year, and I know they won in 2021.
Okay, so Florida State won in 2019, but NC State has won 4 of the last 5.
Oh, okay. 4 of the last 5. Okay.
Yeah, so they've won the past 2 years. Then Florida State won in 19, and then
Okay, so
NC
they're
State
going
won
for
17.
3 in a row now. Then,
Yeah,
so I've seen a lot of Florida State fans saying that. Wait, with the Wake Forest game, what was that? 4 in a row now for Wake, or is it 3?
I think it's 4, or well, no, it might be 3. Might be 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, here's another factor of the game too. I mean, everybody knows NC State had that Clemson game circled. Are they going to let Clemson beat them twice? Is Florida State going to be demoralized after losing that O and let Wake Forest beat them twice?
Yeah. Now, if you look at stats wise, points per game, Florida State is averaging 34 points a game. NC is averaging 33. We're just gonna round up. I'm not gonna say the point this, point that. Points allowed. Florida State is giving up 21. NC State is giving up only 15. So if you're looking at it from just that standpoint alone, NC State coming in here would have the advantage. Yards. Right now, Florida State is averaging about 481 yards a game. NC's on the lower half of that one with 384. Call it 85. Yards allowed. Florida State is giving up 329 per game. NC come in with 280. So Florida State put out more yards, more production. NC basically give up less, so it's going to be a tug of war with these two teams.
I think it's going to be whoever makes the most mistakes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, I mean,
that's what it's going to come down to.
that NC State's run defense is really good. I mean, that's what worries me because Florida State's going to want to. I mean,
They want to run the ball.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Ward and Benson and Toafili and those guys. And if they're not opening up running lanes, it's going to be a rough night.
Here's what I think NC need to do to, win this game. You got to come out and smack them in the mouth early. That way you would force them to pass the ball most of the game because that seemed to be Florida State's weakness is passing the ball. If they can establish a run early, then it might be a dogfight, and then, it'll be a 50-50 game to me. But if you come out and you smack them early, you score, you go up, like basically the blueprint of what Wake Forest did, make them play comeback football, then you'll definitely win the game.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to contain Travis.
Yeah.
Like I said, the offensive line is not good. So, I mean, Wake Forest was rushing 3, and they were getting Travis most of the game. So,
somebody says future NFL slot receiver Jordan Travis.
That's all.
Oh my God! I remember I was getting all of these for the Eric King.
I think FSU needs to do though. They need to target fucking Johnny Wilson more. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's
especially in that Wake Forest game. Like that was just embarrassing.
Yeah, that kid's a threat.
It made no sense. What they're honestly. If I'm going off this game off of coaching, bro, Mike Norvell still has some sketchy stuff that he's been like. I don't know how FSU fans are happy with what some of the calls he's made. Is just
wasn't Mike Norvell the one calling the plays last game on offense?
Yeah, no, he's the offense coordinator. He's calling all the this whole year. He's been calling the plays.
What happened to Atkins? Wasn't Atkins supposed to be the offensive coordinator?
He is the offensive coordinator.
It's just a title for.
Wow.
It's Norvell's offense.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So just tag on the title, but give him some more money.
Yeah.
Keep him morale, kind of thing.
I think I'm sure he calls like some plays, but it's not his playbook or anything. And Norvell gets like vetoed. Like Norvell is obviously his offense.
Marcus says passing game weakness. What? Yeah, passing game is y'all weakness. Y'all giving up 180 yards a game. Rushing wise, giving up 150. So passing would be considered your weakness. I mean, Wake Forest didn't just run the ball down your throats, did they?
Yeah, they ran it down their throat.
Yeah.
Dude, you're watching the plays where the running backs are just going right at their linebackers and just like running them over, and you're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's
Marcus. The link's in the chat, Marcus. If you want to come plead your case or defend your team or whatever point you got to make, come say it. But the link's in the chat.
I mean, also my question is, what's Florida State going to do when it comes to their kicker? Because that's a big game changer.
horrible.
I mean, they have no kicker.
That's a huge problem.
What's his name? Fitzgerald. He's horrible.
I mean, he's worse than Bubba Baxa.
I've seen fans. I've seen fans actually say they would pay him to leave the team.
NIL deal to leave the team.
I'm like, God dang, these fans want this guy gone terribly.
That's how I feel about Clemson's punter. So I can kind of relate. Yeah, that was the one thing that looked horrible against NC State.
When you got Mike Norvell ready to go out there on 13, he scored like 13 points and ready to go kick a field and ready to go for 2 points instead of kicking the field goal, it's an issue.
Yeah.
They still ended up going for a 55-yard field goal, which made no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew he wasn't hitting that.
Like you knew you're not making that.
He's worse than Zach Spiegel. Wow.
I think he's like 2 for 7 on the year or something like that.
Might be worse.
Is horrible, 100%. Yeah, that special team is definitely horrible.
And I know he's missed a couple extra points. So
yeah,
it's
All right, so we all figured that. If you had to put a score on this game, what would you say it would be?
34-31.
I don't think they're gonna score.
That's not gonna be that high. I don't think it's gonna be that high.
I'm gonna say 24-20 NC State. So they slightly cover, but I don't think it's gonna be a super high scoring game.
I'm gonna say inside. gonna say NC State 35. Florida, actually 38. You give them 38. Florida State 31.
I don't know. I'm not good at predicting scores, but I think it's going to come down to a field goal, and I think Florida State's going to lose because of that.
All right, so let's leave Tallahassee and go a little bit south. Let's talk about the Florida Gators, the SEC, coming off their win against Eastern Washington, 52-17 this last Sunday. Florida improved to 3-2 this week. They'll be taking on Missouri. Missouri coming off a devastating loss to Georgia, had the game and basically lost it in the end. But they are 2-3 on the season. Both team comes in 0-2 in conference, looking for their first conference win. Florida is at home, 71% chance of winning according to ESPN matchup predictor. What did you guys see from Missouri during the Georgia game that could possibly say, hey, they're gonna come in here and upset Florida?
They definitely is gonna. I feel Missouri gave Georgia a game, man.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I just watching that game, like Missouri got a lot of pressure on Stetson Bennett. Forced him into some throws, some bad throws, and hurried, some plays. So I mean, I think they're going to try that again. I do think Florida's offensive line is actually probably better than Georgia's, but it's Anthony Richardson is the quarterback, so it's kind of different. Like Bennett is he's a smart passer, but Georgia's offensive line isn't as great, and Florida has a good offensive line, but AR-15 is good for a couple turnovers if you force them into some bad decisions. So I don't know.
I mean, Missouri is not that bad of a team. Like their losses were to Kansas State, who's undefeated, and they lost to Auburn. So I mean,
and they should have beat Auburn. They missed.
They should have. They missed that field goal. But for Florida, this is a must-win game. If they don't win this game, they are in trouble because the rest of their schedule is just going to get harder. I mean, you're talking about they might not finish 500 if they lose this game.
All right, Falcon ERX, thank you for the 305. He says Miami is about to run the ACC table. Hey, I agree with you until we lose a game, my guy. Right now, it's one game at a time. North Carolina is up, so hopefully what you're saying right here come true, and we'll be celebrating going to the ACC championship game. But
whatever, I hope not.
We'll see, one game at a time. So Florida, it's tough to assess Florida now. If you're looking at the quarterbacks, Brandy Cook from Missouri and AR-15 of Florida, their numbers are similar. Brandy got almost 1,000 yards, three yards shy of 1,000 yards on the season so far. AR-15 has 1,100 yards or whatever. 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. On the other hand, Cook has 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So, AR is throwing more picks than he's throwing touchdowns. And on the other hand, you got a guy here that's barely cutting it. So both quarterbacks look very similar. AR is more of a dynamic runner. I'm not sure what Cook does.
I mean,
if you had to give an edge to either one of these quarterbacks, who would you go with? Gun to your head right now. You got to pick one of these quarterbacks to control your offense. Who are you taking?
I'd probably take AR-15 just because he can make plays. I don't know. Brady Cook is, he's not any good. He doesn't have any upside. I don't love either of these quarterbacks as far as their ability to run an offense right now.
All right, so BBE's a Gator fan. What are you expecting to see in this game against Missouri, offensive wise?
Yes, what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. Execute, and dominate them. Just dominate them on offense.
Is there any threats on Missouri's defense that you're worried about?
I mean, Missouri always have a good D line. I
Are
mean,
you at
not
any? Is there any worry that
top.
you guys won't be able to run the ball against them?
Nah, it's more pass rush. I say they have a pass rush.
Is it any truth to Lorenzo Lingard becoming running back number one now?
Oh my god.
Hell no.
Now, if you watch the Eastern Washington game, obviously, Lorenzo Lingard, you finally got to see him. I think he scored a touchdown in that game, if not two. Didn't look
This
too
one,
bad against the third strings.
mhm.
So,
Yeah, what he's supposed to do. He got his chance. So, I mean, that's it. We'll see him when we play Vandy. That's probably the next time you'll see him.
all right.
South
So,
Carolina.
running wise, Florida does have the edge in this one. Their running back Johnson, um, about 20 carries less for more yards than Missouri's running back. So 4 touchdowns, and the other guy only got 1. So that's definitely leading into Florida's favor. Receiving wise, it's a total opposite. Missouri definitely had the upper hand on that one. I love it. It's at 460 yards already on 2 touchdowns off 27 catches, while Jay Charter is only 14 receptions, 314 yards, and 1 touchdown. So it's basically Florida's offense only had caught 4 touchdowns going into game 6, because they do have Anthony Richardson as a quarterback that's throwing more picks than touchdowns. So what does Missouri have to do in this game to beat Florida, in your opinion, BB?
Dang, who opening chips?
You hear me, BB?
Nah, what's that?
I said, so in your opinion, what does Missouri have to do to beat Florida in this game?
Create turnovers. That's mainly how we lose when we turn the ball over. I hate playing this game. It's just always an ugly, sloppy game.
Dude,
Okay,
Missouri's
so-
had Florida's number since they joined the SEC.
Oh, I agree. I give you that. I think 6-5 against them or something like that.
Yeah,
Now this
I
game
don't get
is
it.
It's just an ugly game because we're not never pumped up to play them. It's just, I don't know. And then we always play them at 12 o'clock.
this is a 12 o'clock game also. It will be aired on ESPNU. Obviously, it's a home game for Florida. Weather set to be at 73 degrees. Now, if you look at both teams coming into this game stat-wise, Missouri's averaging about 27 points per game, while Florida's averaging about 32. Florida's giving up more yards more points at 27, while Missouri's giving up 25. Yards in the game or whatever, production-wise, Florida has the upper hand by about 100 yards, 463. Missouri, 374. Now, yards allowed, Florida is giving up way more yards than Missouri with 421, while Missouri's only giving up 337. So rushing-wise is where Florida seemed to struggle a lot. So if Missouri can get a run game going, they could definitely hang with Florida and possibly pull the upset. Florida's giving up 193 yards per game, while Missouri's only giving up 121. Passing-wise, Florida's also giving up 228 yards per game, while Missouri is at 216. So yards given up allowed, Florida is at a disadvantage.
Always got on that sheet.
But this game seemed to be a lot more evenly matched. Florida's, let's see, what's the over and under. So Florida is the favorite in this one by 11 points. I would not take that 11 points. If Florida end up winning, I don't think they would cover the spread. I don't think they would beat Missouri by 11.
Yeah, I don't like this game for Florida, and especially that spread. Missouri's defense is a lot better than Tennessee's.
Yeah. Also, the over and under is at 55, given the battle that they gave Georgia. And maybe they come in this game and look like a total opposite team of what you saw play against Georgia, and Florida just run through them. But I wouldn't necessarily go with the over 55 points on this one. I don't think Florida or Missouri has the manpower to, put up points on offense like that. I think both offense struggle a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a tough one. That's one of those over and unders that I'll possibly stay away from. So let me know in the chat, guys. Florida versus Missouri. What do you guys think the score is going to be in that game? Slim, what do you think the score is going to be? You could say 100-3. Missouri.
I could see a 27-24, something like that.
Who you giving the win?
Missouri.
Hey, he picked Missouri every year.
Now, I'm not supremely confident. I could really see that going either way. I could see that exact score going either way. But I think the only reason I'm going to say that because Missouri has looked better against SEC competition than Florida has so far.
Wow. You must have seen the Auburn and Missouri game.
Hurricane Miller says 24-20 Florida.
Wow.
Quay says 38-20 Florida.
Get out your feelings, man. Kentucky skull drove y'all. Stop it.
Kentucky didn't do nothing. That was just we played bad. That's
Missouri.
all that was. Kentucky didn't do nothing offensively.
Missouri 52, Florida 10. Wow.
Oh hell. If that happens, this game's in the swamp. Oh man.
Man,
I'd
be in this bitch breakdancing if Florida lose like that.
And listen, y'all could have won the damn Tennessee game if it wasn't for Bonehead Billy.
That's my point.
Well, no, my point is Bonehead Billy cost y'all that game.
No, Trey Dean cost us that game.
Okay, going for all them damn 2-point conversions didn't cost you the game.
He had to.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Did our defense stop their offense?
Yeah. If he had taken the extra points, he wouldn't have needed a touchdown at the end. Hang on. He wouldn't have needed a touchdown at the end to win. All he would have needed was a field goal to tie to send it into overtime.
Overtime, but still we're going to lose. So.
Me, I'm going to say the score is going to be Missouri 27, Florida 21.
Ooh.
We still want no question.
I'm
Trey
going
Dean
with
blew 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. So, there go the game.
All right, so obviously this is a Florida State and Miami show. So this weekend coming up, which team out of the 3 do you guys think will have the better performance? Is it Florida State, or Miami? You can start, Jordan.
I mean, I gotta say Florida for now because, I mean, I don't know. Miami's just kind of. I gotta. I mean, they're coming off a bye week. They've had time to prepare, but I'm still not sure what they, what to.
I mean, offensively, they're going to look amazing this week.
Yeah, probably, but do they win the game? So it depends on what your definition of the a good performance is. Because if they play well and lose,
win the game. Look best. Just look better out of all the 3 performance-wise. And that definitely must win the game. I don't care if you have the greatest stats out of all of them, but you lose. You got to win.
So yeah, so you got to win the game. So I think Florida has the best chance of winning their game.
It's more easier.
Yeah,
Because-
definitely think Miami and Florida State definitely has the better opponents this week.
yeah.
I mean, even though Missouri's coming off of a phenomenal game against Georgia.
I think Missouri could be in for a letdown though. Like, you know, they kind of that's a brutal loss. Like they were that close. And I don't know. I just wouldn't surprise me because it wouldn't surprise me if Mizzou went in and won. But I don't know. I think Florida. I don't know if Missouri is going to be able to use the same game plan against Georgia that they did against Florida. I think it's going to be it's just a different formula. So you got to do some different stuff.
Now, before I pass it to Canes Football Talk, Matthew Walker obviously is a Florida fan. Now, if this isn't the most biased statement ever, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to read it to you guys. I don't see Miami beating North Carolina. UNC offense is good. And FSU is not beating NC State at home, more than less on the road. Florida will get our win. Oh, man. And, of course, FSU Rose says Florida State. All right, so Canes Football Talk. Out of the three teams, who do you think is going to win and who's going to look the best doing so?
Like I just feel like I don't know, man. I feel like Miami would come out and we'll do our thing, man, and we'll show out. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like TBD gonna put up better numbers than Jordan Travis and Anthony Richardson this weekend. As long as he stay poised and stay humble. But I feel like Miami would be the number one choice for me. Sorry, I know it's my team. I just said it just looked better. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like Florida State might show a little bit more, might do a little bit better than.
Okay, so who you rolling with?
No, Miami.
Okay. Now, I do believe, like I said, Florida do have the most upside because their opponent is a lot softer than both Florida State and Miami goes into this one. Brock, what's going on, man? As an Alabama fan on the outside, who do you think, this week will have a better chance of winning?
Oh, this is a good one. This is hard because Florida really ain't playing nobody. Missouri just gave Georgia hell because they the number one team. They wanted to shut that out, and they did that. So they didn't get the win, but they took their number one spot and gave it to Bama. But I think I gotta go with I gotta go with Florida in this one. I think Florida get the win over Missouri.
All right, so BB, obviously you're a Florida fan. I probably got an idea where you're going with this, but out of the three, Florida State, Miami, and FSU, who do you think is gonna win and look better doing it?
Florida.
Why
what you said. We play an easier team. I mean, y'all play.
Yeah, we lost BB. I don't know him. All right, Slim. Who you think is gonna have the better performance? Who's gonna win their game this week?
I think without question, Tyler Van Dyke is going to be the best looking quarterback. The other two games, I see them so evenly matched that it's really difficult to say which way those games are going to go. And I know Jordan's heard me say this. I said it last night that I think this Miami UNC game is going to come down to which defense can manage a stop or two and keep the other team from scoring. And I don't think North Carolina's got anything on defense to be able to do that.
All right, so I'm gonna check the chat out real quick to see where that poll is at. Some people tell me I need to show the poll on screen because a lot of people don't believe the percentages when I'm saying when they can literally just look in the chat. So we're gonna do so. Oh man, so let's just say Miami comes out and win that game, convincingly. What's going to be the narrative, going into the next couple of games into the ACC? You think Miami fans are going to be like, we're winning everything now? Or is it going to continue to stay at one game at a time?
Well, Miami fans don't need to have any kind of expectation of winning anything. They shouldn't have going into the season. The only expectation that, really they should have had, and we talked about this last night, there's a few teams that had it, is winning the division and making it to the ACC title game.
Yes.
All right, so here we have the question, which team has a better chance of winning this week? 52% says Miami, 23% says FSU, and 25% says Florida. That's out of 108 votes. I don't think this one's biased. I think this is as best representation as possible. I think Miami do win. I think we are the better team, and it is what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked at all if we come back next week and all three teams have won. It wouldn't surprise me in the least bit.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I mean, everybody,
Now, in a perfect world, here's what happens. Miami goes out there, beat North Carolina convincingly. Florida State lose by 30. Florida lose by 30. That'll be a hell of a week. That'll be one hell of a week.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want Florida State to win, just a little bit.
You just want NC State to be off y'all back.
Yeah, them NC State fans.
Y'all slip up.
Well, really and truly, you should be rooting for NC State because if they knock off Florida State, then Clemson's basically got their division locked up.
Yeah, I mean, well, and I'm just being petty because NC State fans have been talking crazy since that game. So I mean, they were talking crazy all off season, and then now they're talking crazy after the game, making a ton of excuses, and that's what they do. So I'm hoping Florida State goes. I'm kind of hoping Florida State goes in there and whoops them.
James says Miami fans need to see the ball go down the field and not this behind the line Dan Eno style of crap that give the opponent defense time to rest. Yeah, Tyler says that basically if we're making 20-yard passes and such, then obviously they're going to go up tempo.
Actually, you don't want them to do that. What you want to do is long, sustained drives and keep North Carolina's offense off the field.
I would tend to agree because, I mean, North Carolina can't stop anybody. Like if you run the ball, you can basically do whatever you want on that defense, and it'll work.
We are dominating North Carolina.
Why they did Nesta like that?
See, I mean, people just too worried about seeing the ball thrown around 50 times and seeing 50 points put up on the scoreboard. North Carolina's not a team you want to get into a shootout with.
So, according to win streak, Missouri has 6 wins. Florida has 5 since the 11th time they've played. Missouri's currently got a one-game win streak over Florida. Shout out to the people that provided this on Twitter.
That's a good website right there, Wikipedia. I use that all the time. I've won so many arguments.
I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how I found out Miami versus Middle Tennessee.
0-3.
0-3 now. Shoot.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Well, the other two, you got to go back to the Great Depression.
You still. This
All right, a
military.
little bit off subject here, but what are you guys' thoughts on the whole Tom Brady and Giselle thing? The whole divorce thing.
I don't have any thoughts on it. I don't give a damn about that man's life. All I care about is what he can do for my football team. I mean, I'm just being honest.
And what's also another part of that, AB posting a picture with Giselle basically saying, put that shit on. What's your thoughts on that? Him shooting his shot already at Tom Brady's wife.
Well, I mean,
You got
it is what it is. I mean, I felt like that was coming. That was a long time coming anyway. So,
All right.
maybe Tom Brady can actually focus on football now.
Oh man, they still posting that.
They
still posting that. Shout out to former
Dorsey,
Miami Hurricane quarterback Ken Dorsey going ham in the board. Oh my God, Prince box. Oh, keep it moving.
Oh, scroll back up. I think I saw something. I think they said something about Miami on there.
Why are you scrolling through? Why are you scrolling through BB's
That is
Twitter,
not. That is not Dabo's wife. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, I thought this was funny. I read this one earlier, but yeah, that's the whole. They blaming the divorce on Tom Brady moving to Florida. They even had
here's the thing, though.
public subs involved.
Everybody's taking it as gospel truth, and like a lot of shit, you can find out tomorrow that it's all complete horseshit.
There's T2Y. I mean, not T2Y,
yeah.
Peanut.
Oh man.
Damn.
God.
I bet you that was a product of BB.
It's another one, bro.
No, okay, that wasn't BB this time. Oh dang.
Yeah, bro, they're everywhere, man. It's just everywhere right now.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of ass. Four out of the last five.
Wow, that's crazy. So what's the worst Canes jinx? Guarantee they win. They said make a diss video, bring his former GOAT players to honor them at games. Okay, so they saying who's the biggest Miami Hurricane jinx? They said Danny Boy King, Coach Coop, or Canes football.
Man,
wow.
they blaming Coop for losing. That's crazy.
Dude, I've had people come in my comment section and blame me for losing because I talk trash to the other teams. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
People will blame anybody but the coaches, the players, and the people that actually got to do with the outcome of the game. That's crazy. They're blaming YouTubers. That's hilarious.
Wow. You on Twitter scrolling now?
So this guy was on live showing off his money, and then somebody pulled up and robbed him.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't feel bad. I mean, I feel bad, but I don't feel bad. Like you
Shouldn't be posting stuff like that online, man.
You're right.
You see that too, why? You see JoJo and Jeremiah. They'll be here next week.
That's what I do, Miss Ellen. I can't help myself. I got to talk trash, even when we lose. Hold on, it said it was all good just a month ago. Y'all trusting Cuban Jesus and best coach and staff in the nation. Not everyone has a plan. It be like that sometimes, man. I mean, last year, what? We trusted Norvell until he caught them L's. And then everybody was calling him Willie Taggart 2.0. Y'all remember that, Florida State fans? Let's not act like y'all ain't a part of that department. See, it's even Canes fans that be talking
Wario.
trash. Y'all think Wario? See, that's what I'm saying. Like Rick Steele or Steele for the next 8 years. See, they talking trash about Mario. I hate our fans.
Dang, that's
yeah. Hold on a second.
Team sport, yeah, they gotta be a toxic.
That's our fans for you. Give me 1 second.
That's like y'all's version of TigerNet. Like for like Clemson got TigerNet. Like their fan, like that message board is crazy. Or like LSU has a message board. It's like I forget what it's like Tiger droppings or something. That one's like famous.
Somebody
Everybody
sent me a
fucking
link
cool.
to a Florida Gators message board dedicated to how much they hate me and how much I talk shit about Florida.
Ain't no way. You got a message board post about you? That's crazy.
No, the entire message board is about me. You follow? I don't know if you follow him. Squintard. He's a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. I follow him. What did he do? All right. Well, yes.
Yeah, our fans are crazy sometimes, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what it's gonna look like, BB, after Florida lose this.
I already know they talking about Will Mallory on that thread right there.
When Florida go down by 30 this weekend at halftime, that's how the swamp gonna look like when they come back out the tunnel.
If they go down by that many points, they better just.
They're gonna be down by 30. They're gonna come back out. The whole place gonna be empty. They're gonna be having their pitchforks ready, Fire Bill and Napier, signs.
We don't got nothing like that.
The Fire Bill and Napier t-shirts been printed out already.
Kamani visiting Alabama this weekend. Ooh.
Hold on, let's see what Mario said.
Mario looked tired.
Wait,
He already
can y'all
looked
hear
tired.
that?
No, I can't hear it.
No.
Hold on, let me put the sound on.
Mario looks so done.
Mario be tired of these jokers in these press conferences and
Yeah,
asking all the dumb questions.
Yeah, you can tell he gets mad. Like he don't even
He don't even be one. Yeah, he don't be wanting to do them interviews.
Yeah,
Thanks for taking my
obvious too.
question. You've been here as a player and through some of the program's best years, and are probably one of the not so many people that's qualified to answer this. But is being a Miami guy something that can be taught, or is it one of those things that either you have it or you don't? Is it something that can be picked up instantly when you're out recruiting, or something that you're able to see from a player while assessing the roster upon your arrival? Just want to see if you could speak on that.
No, I think it's a really good question. I think that recruiting, as it relates to recruiting, your question, I think recruiting is the most imperfect science in the world, because you just don't know what's going to end up being a major factor up here in determining whether a guy continues to be a self-starter, whether he's driven to be great, whether he allows himself to be affected by the noise outside, or whether he could care less and would play in an empty parking lot and play football all day and all night. A guy that really loves football and is willing to do whatever to do right by his team and by his program. That's what a Miami guy's always been, relentless competitors that just go, man. They don't stop coming. So, again, that was a special time, right? A special era in college football that I was fortunate enough just to be a part of, a small part of. And a big reason for coming home was to do whatever it takes to build ourselves into being that kind of a program again, knowing the issues that exist and what you have to do to make that a reality. So, and all that stuff, to me, in my opinion, I do love work. I love process. I think it's great stuff, and it's exciting and motivating for us. So, yeah, those things are always taken into account when evaluating your current roster and also your prospective student athletes.
So there you go. That's what it takes to be a Miami Hurricane.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got a coach speak. I ain't as nice as Mario. That was a dumbass fucking question.
Oh man.
Damn. All right.
What? There you go, man. There you go. Okay, that's
Oh
enough.
shit!
Sleep, boy.
Now this takes some balls right here.
Yeah, that do.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Where he sitting at?
He's
Oh,
sitting
my-
on. Look how high he is. Shit.
It look
The
Photoshop.
question is
Yeah,
not. The
How you
question
take the
not.
picture?
The question is not. Look how high he is. The question is how high is he?
That's Photoshop.
Yeah, but that little Photoshop. If you look at the background.
Yeah, that got to be Photoshop.
Yeah.
It's two different color shade
How high?
things.
How high do you gotta be to get that to get up there? And barefooted?
But how the hell he got up there? Because there's no ladders or nothing.
Who took the picture? Is it a drone? Like what? What he do?
That's Photoshop like a motherfucker.
we got so much questions for this picture right now.
He got Superman up there taking his picture down.
Yeah, something.
That's impossible, bro. Crazy shit.
Oh man, the chat's got me dying.
Okay, Trayshawn Lyons.
Trayshawn Lyons.
Number 36 wide receiver in the nation. What year is he though? That's the question.
They don't say.
He's a
Probably
California.
24.
Yeah, he'll probably 24.
Yeah.
I forgot I got 247 sports. Bergie says Photoshop. Which one, Bergie? The tits or the
Man, them tits were as fake as that picture.
Okay, so now that I'm logged in, let's go back and do this again. Let's see who this kid is.
Hayward, highest rated uncommitted. I guess he's 23.
Oh, he's 23?
4-star wide receiver.
It's got to say
Top
something.
8.
I know it ain't too many 23s left.
Yeah, it's not that many 23s left.
Nope.
Fresh Prince said that he's 23. He's predicted to go to
19
the
prospect. State of California in 23. Okay, so 23 it is.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The class of 2023, all the recruits already done picked their schools, man.
I mean, a lot more kids are deciding early. I mean, Clemson only got we got maybe 3 guys we're after at this point, 3 or 4. Like,
yeah, I think we only after 3 guys too, right? Oh,
We got like 23.
He probably was a kid that Mario recruited while he was over in Oregon.
I got a red one.
What's up, y'all?
what's good?
Just got home making dinner.
Wow, this guy was going nuts. That was when they took back the kick.
Who's the kid that we got that's supposed to reclassify into the 22 class, the 23 kid, a cornerback?
Antoine Jackson.
Okay, yeah, I just heard that on the radio driving home today.
Yeah, he should be coming in this class. Culture has to be more than a slogan you throw out there. Oh yeah, we've been hearing that. More than just a T-shirt.
Tired of hearing all these stupid analogies. Show me on the field, damn it.
The Gators just gave out a preferred walk-on to some kid. Let's see who this is. Chris Cotton.
And then I also heard something about Reuben Bain. People are talking that he looks like he might be swinging our way more positively now.
Yeah, I believe we get Reuben Bain.
So Florida just offered this kid a preferred walk-on. He's a 6'2", 200-pound linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he's a preferred walk-on, he probably ain't going to see the field.
Not like that, yeah. Against our teams.
Unless he plays in Georgia, he'll see the field there.
Okay, he definitely can hit.
Yeah, but everybody looks good on film.
Yes.
Called it.
Well, yeah,
okay.
you're cherry picking all the good shit.
Yeah, the best way to see some of these kids film is to watch somebody else on the team film.
Really, exactly. Watch the opposing team because they'll show you some other stuff you ain't seen.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. No, I'm just.
Yeah, because the guy that's making, I see why he's a preferred walk on. He literally just walked right by the quarterback.
I know they're supposed to have they're supposed to have like 8 or 10 recruits at the game Saturday.
Yeah, Florida, he ain't nothing special.
Yeah, like I said, if it's PWO status, then it ain't nothing to get excited about. So. How many people are we expecting to have any recruits at the North Carolina game? Oh,
Yeah, about 8 or 10 of them.
Oh, they are? Okay, I thought you were talking about the Florida game. My bad.
No.
Yeah, Florida.
Well,
Florida
we better show up.
Yeah, you better show up.
I think they got a few more visits down the line. I've been seeing some of them pop up. I think they want Jackson or Johnson should be visiting them pretty soon. Top 50 quarterbacks.
Did you see one of the mock drafts that was out? They had Anthony Richardson as the second quarterback off the board.
What?
I'm not lying, dude. I forget which one I was looking at. I don't know if it was on CBS or something else. And they had Anthony Richardson as the second quarterback off the board. I almost dropped my cereal.
That was a prank.
No, it was real, dude.
Look at those mock drafts. That's why I don't pay no attention to mock drafts. Because you get dumb shit.
Yeah, I was like, what are they looking at?
So they cut the program before they said it's a prank. It's a prank.
No, like I said, it was on the legit site. I think it was on CBS or something else. I don't know. It was one of them sites like that. And they, even though it's a mock draft, they still try to be true as they can. But that was just like, wow. I didn't even bother. God, I was going to say, I didn't even bother reading who else was in the draft at that point. I stopped right there. I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. Now, T2, I know you saw that top 50 quarterbacks list.
Yeah, it was trash.
Let me go back. I just want to see something real quick.
I'm trying to see where DJ's at.
I saw where he's at.
Yeah, that list is trash. Hold on.
Oh, DJ Ukulele? I don't know his name, man. I'm sorry.
DJ
Yeah, that one.
He's number 16 on the list, but he hopped up from 13 spots.
He gonna keep rising.
And who's number
Anthony Richardson at 38.
Drake Mayo came up 50 spots. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're saying right now he's a dark horse for the Heisman. They said he probably won't win it, but he'll probably be there at the end of the season at the ceremony.
I think he could be. I mean, you see the numbers.
Wait,
sick.
Who put you on timeout, Boxing Monster?
He's way better than Sam Howell.
He's real good.
Nobody put nobody in timeout. Boxing Monster ain't put you in timeout. Y'all stop putting people in timeout. Let them talk they trash.
I haven't put anybody in timeout since Jacarius a couple days ago when he kept spamming the room. That was it.
Yeah, Jacarius. You put Jacarius in timeout because he say dumb shit all the time. Like he just said right now. Miami is a lesbian school.
Yeah,
right.
But I'm saying, if he wants to say that, say it. Don't say it 15 times in a row and expect me not to do something about it. I mean, it's like it's one thing to say something and try to be funny. It's another thing you just look dumb.
All right, there you go, Jacarius. I just put you in timeout. Goddamn it. What the hell? You got to come up with something different, man. He says that every show, Miami is a lesbian school. Miami's a lesbian.
Yeah, that's it. Or the other one, he'll be like, "Oh, Miami just turned into an all-female school."
Yeah, it's like just come up with something original. Be funny, man. Damn.
Now here's the real question: is this one Photoshop or not, Bergie?
No. Hold on,
no, that's not Photoshop. No, that's real.
No, that's real.
I don't know. I need a closer look at it, T2.
That's valid. That's as big as it gets.
That's valid.
No, that's real.
Yeah, that's real. That's a real picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And
all.
y'all,
She
and
pretty.
y'all crazy as hell talking about Drake May gonna win the Heisman.
No, we just
Dark
no, we said that they're saying he's a dark horse and there's a good possibility he'll be at least invited to the ceremony, but they don't think he'll actually win it.
He ain't gonna get invited to the. They only invite teams from the top 10 to the ceremony.
Hey, that's the question I got for Syracuse. Since we're looking at the if Syracuse don't do better, do more better this year, you think he gonna get fired? You don't think he on the hot seat?
Isn't Syracuse undefeated?
They're undefeated,
Like
bro.
5-0 right now.
Oh, they 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, my fault. I ain't been
They're
paying attention to Syracuse. My
They're
fault.
second in the
Yeah.
Atlantic behind.
Yeah, I was surprised too when I saw it. I was like, damn, they're undefeated. When the hell did Syracuse get good?
They're right.
Hey, it's just like I said. I'm sorry. The one that stick out to me is Kansas.
Yeah.
Now, the question to me is, if Jimbo Fisher don't perform better this year, will they fire him? That's the question.
No.
They can't afford that buyout.
I mean, they can, but are they gonna pay it?
That would. I mean, that's
Well,
a lot of money.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of money.
They just paid $35 million for one recruiting class.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying no because they got a ton of freaking money, but that's a lot of money they're looking to pay him out. I mean, we're talking like 50, 60 million in that ballpark.
Yeah.
See, and that just goes to show men love beauty. Not one of y'all in here just told me to stroll back up.
What do you mean? I've been watching the screen. What'd you pass by?
Oh no,
Well, scroll up then. I don't know what the hell did you pass. I didn't even. Oh no, man! Come
Happy
on.
birthday, I guess to her. I guess. Happy birthday.
Who is that?
I don't know.
He said, "What is that?"
No, I said, who is it?
Lizzo's cousin.
I don't know who that is.
Oh man. Wait, Modelo.
McDonald's and a Modelo.
What?
Wait,
Ew.
That is
That's not real.
That's a sick combo right there.
Oh, no, because they're talking about the new adult Happy Meals that they're making. So they're saying you get a Modelo and the Happy Meal.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, the
And
McDonald's.
and it come in a Kool-Aid pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Modelo packaged like
Boy,
that.
people about to be tore up, boy. I'm telling you.
No, that's not real though. But they're just making fun of the fact that McDonald's said they're going to do an adult Happy Meal now, so you're going to get more adult orientated toys. So you're seeing ones with like vibrators and stuff like that, and there's all kinds of stupid stuff.
This can't be real.
Oh my god.
It's just someone making a joke on it because.
Yeah.
But that Modelo and the little Capri Sun thing, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. I've never.
Boy.
That's,
Because,
I
Hurricane
wonder if he made that himself.
do you see Jake Garcia coming in quicker if TVD struggles early? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yep.
Absolutely, yes.
Sorry about
They're
that.
not gonna wait all the way to the third quarter for that.
Yeah, if he
Not
comes
bad,
out
no.
struggling,
Bad, no.
showing the same habits that he's been doing in the last 3 games,
Especially in North Carolina
will
scoring. If they putting up points, yeah, you gotta. If you gotta match them score for score.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can
Nobody
do
seen
that.
how bad North Carolina's defense is?
Yes, they are. They're
Yeah,
terrible.
man.
Like I said, our wide
I mean,
receiver should shine this game. We should get some that come out this game.
Yeah, we better. We ain't got no choice.
Looks like we're only going to have one scholarship running back. You got Thad Franklin, and that's. I mean, again, it hasn't come out yet.
No.
Anybody else is out, but
Mario has already said it today that Jalen Knighton is back and Henry Parrish is back. They're both at
they
full
are
speed.
Okay.
They're back in that full speed.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
came out today, I think.
Hey,
Yeah, we still need to see more Thad Franklin in the game.
Yeah, we do. We need.
Yeah, we
need
do.
We need him to get more warmed up.
I mean, I was looking at the stats from the last game. Thad Franklin got 1 touch in the last game.
Yeah, that was
How do
bad.
you not have somebody 240 pounds, especially if you're trying to run between the tackles? That's exactly what you need to run between the tackles.
Yeah,
Right.
that's kind of puzzling to me.
The ones where you have to get that tough yard, that's the guy you put in for it.
Yeah, and that. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. Longest. Oh, my fault. Say what you said on TTY.
Now, Go Kane says Jake Garcia is a better quarterback than TVD. That's debatable.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
you can't do that. Like,
You can't just say that. Yeah.
that's like when Cade Klubnik came in for that one drive against Georgia Tech, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, he's going to be the
Right.
starter." It's like you can't do that.
Right. Hey,
Yeah, but
any
there
word
ain't
on?
there ain't no pump and brakes with the Miami fan base. That don't exist.
No,
Yeah.
we don't have that. When it comes to the Miami fan base, our cars come with no brakes. It's all pedal to the floor.
Yeah, but honestly, it's every fan base does that, man. It's not just us.
Yeah,
It's every fan base
The
does it.
Clemson fans were overreacting when Cleveland I did a little bit.
Wait,
I
who is that?
LSU. I see LSU done jumped on the train of high-end pretty females that come on in and help.
They've been doing that. You late to the party. They've been like that. LSU go crazy.
Oh yeah, that is a good question. What Fresh said, is Chaney back?
No.
Don Chaney ain't back. That's a shame too, because I thought he was going to have a monster year.
Yeah,
I thought he said him and Restrepo were both looking at another 4 or 5 weeks of being out.
Yeah,
this 62. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Did he break it? Did he break
it? Judge got 62 yesterday.
Thank God. They don't have to interrupt my fucking games anymore.
Yeah,
that was kind of.
It was so annoying. Every minute cutting in and shit. Every time.
But it's a big thing, though. I mean, I
understand, but like cutting to
no steroids either.
No, it's really not, because he's not breaking Barry Bonds or Mark McGuire's record.
No, but that's what they Slim. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said he's got the record for the American League, but for the history, they said Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire. He doesn't have it for that.
But they were all in the National League though when they broke their record. That's why Roger Maris still held the record at 61. So
exactly, and he held that shit for 38 years.
No, but Maris held that since the 60s, man. It's been there for a long time.
Well, the damn dude from Sports Center need to get his weight up. That fool said that crap. I know it had to be longer than that.
Listen,
the old Yankee Stadium was up.
I'm 52 years old. I was born in 1970, and that record was already set by then.
Well, then you know what, brother? I would believe you and say, you know what? You need to go to Sports Center. And you need to go there. You need to. That's what you need.
Well, I quit giving a fuck about baseball a while back when umps started deciding who's winning and losing games.
When who?
Yeah, I like that. I'm about to say that picture, TTY.
When umpires really started determining who's winning and losing games.
Right, because they got bets and all this other kind of crap.
They're doing that in basketball, too. Look at the guy, what's his name? Donahue, whatever his name was, that got arrested, ended up going to jail for all that crap.
Yeah.
It happens in all sports, man.
Well, I mean, that's one thing, but I've literally seen umps straight up make bad calls on pitches because they were just ready to get out of there.
Wow. The hell he got going on?
Not Sebastian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay, so basically they said when it's third down and we're playing at another team stadium, basically saying that it's loud as hell in there, but you can hear everything in Miami. They're saying our players sound confused as hell because they can't hear shit.
Oh, I see. They trying to be funny. I said it last week, and I said this week. Hee hee, a ha ha hell. That shit ain't funny. Kiss my ass.
Is it for?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, which one?
What happened? It moved away. Where'd it go?
Just jump. What the heck? Hey,
it's gone. I missed it.
Yeah.
What?
I don't see nothing.
I don't see it no more.
See what? What was it, man?
We're gonna have to rewind the show a little bit.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
See, now you got me scroll. You got me trying to scroll your screen to see what it was, and your screen ain't moving when I scroll. Oh, there it is. No, that ain't Photoshop. No, that's real.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? The back of her leg looks kind of awkward, but I'm gonna say no.
The camo pants go crazy.
As my uncle would say, God rest his soul. Boy, you look at the yams in that bag. Good.
No. I don't know. Maybe I can't tell with that.
She has an ass on her chest, ladies.
I mean, she got a filter, but I don't.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Here we go. Hey, I think I see. If you make the screen bigger, I think I see the U in the back, y'all. I see the U in the back.
That one, I'm gonna say yes.
Ain't it right there?
Yeah.
Can you?
Can you zoom in on that?
That ain't real. Her legs are two.
Nah.
Look at her. Wait, her legs are two different sizes.
You know what? At this point, I don't give a damn.
You better be careful with that shit these days in this day and age. That bitch
No.
got a dick bigger than yours.
Listen, as long as the hardware does not come with an assembly set, as long as it comes with what it got to come with, and you ain't got to change that now, I'm good. Because when I go for a birth certificate and a blood sample, please. Thank you.
Hey y'all. Breaking news: Lorenzo Lingard. They said he's gonna be the first round pick.
Doing what? Sitting on the bench?
Has he got any plays this year yet or no?
He'll be a first round pick in the CFL draft or something.
Yeah. Hey, isn't the Rock making a football?
Yeah, he bought the XFL.
He bought it.
Yeah. I can't wait till that start up. I'm gonna watch it.
I keep trying to watch these other leagues, and it's like, okay, they do good the first week or two, and then after that, you got 5 people in the stands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got that one that's over there staying back in the distance. The ones that get hit, they try to tell them to stand up. But you got that one arrogant one over there. He's sitting here saying shit like this. That's what they're saying in the backyard. I'm just saying. What the hell is that?
Oh hell! I love these. Oh, I love these 2K glitches.
Lorenzo did see some action this year. He's got 5 rushing attempts, 45 yards, and 1 touchdown. He had one 20-yard run.
Imagine.
And what, the spring game?
No, it says against. I don't know who it says it's against, but
that man has an extraordinary ability to keep the entire bench for him. Okay.
Hey, y'all see what Aaron Paris sitting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently we got a better running back than Clemson and Florida State, but not a better running back than
Shipley got more touchdowns though.
Not Louisville's quarterback though.
Shipley splits carries. Splits carries with Phil Maffa.
They're saying that their quarterback is better than our running back at running the ball.
And I don't get what's
that
going
just
on.
tells you how bad your quarterback is.
I don't get what's going on with your old coordinator, Jordan. I don't know why they keep trying to run DJ's slow ass.
Did you not see the game? Did you not watch the game? DJ had like 70. He had a career high in rushing yards and he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, yes, he had one breakaway run, but he's still slow as fuck.
See, he got those type of legs as being that tall. You got like those ostrich legs, and what I mean by that is like it takes a while for you to get your speed up, but once you do, you're not just running a yard. You're picking up every time you run. You're picking up 3 damn near 4 yards every time you take a stride. But it takes you a while to get there. That's the con part about it. But the pro is when you get going, you got your stride together.
Oh yeah, I saw him get run down from behind.
But
it's not a. I mean, he's not asked to outrun.
Right.
We run
just
him.
Get whatever yards you can get.
He gets 4 or 5 yards every time he runs because he's such a load to bring down.
Look at Josh Allen with the Bills, man. Josh Allen ain't winning no 100-meter dashes, but if he gets you 10 yards a run, then I'll take it.
Right. I
I
mean,
damn sure will, especially if he move that train.
Clemson has always run his quarterbacks.
No, but I get that point, but at some point, the quarterback needs to do a little something extra, and if you can get him to do a little something extra like that, then it's all good.
I understand. I understand that if it's a broken play or if he's getting away from a pass rush, that's one thing. But I mean, they have like 15 design quarterback runs a game. And that's
I got you. No, you're right. I get you.
We have the best red zone offense in the country.
What the hell?
The reason why
Yo,
that is nuts.
My dog made a whole mask out of dreads.
That got.
Hey, you know what? Though I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I've done that myself. Boy, it's hot as a motherfucker.
What do you mean? This is my mask.
Dang, he said, "Shut up, bitch." Wow, that's crazy.
He couldn't get her attention.
So now I got your attention.
Oh, that's crazy. You see, he replied to an earlier one saying complimenting her. She ain't replied. So
Hey, And my dog was determined to talk to her, man.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell her, bro. Nice guys finish last.
Hey, that's what they say now.
Oh, there's me.
What?
You're a nice guy.
Whoa, what kind of sandwich was that?
A waffle sandwich.
I'll eat it. I'm making some burritos right now.
Oh yeah, they keep throwing that down.
Hey, what was the big deal about that? I ain't see that.
Oh, you about to see?
Oh, Mr. Go Dirty.
They about to show you how they did Nesta.
Oh, where he squirted the water bottle at him?
And Nesta was salty.
A few moments
stupid,
later, watch
man.
this. Watch this. Watch how they doing. Watch how they doing. There come Nesta. Here you go, right here. Boom. Shaka-laka-laka-laka.
Oh, that's messed up. That's what he gets.
Glad to see Nesta doing well. That's great.
You know, what they said, Nesta has something like 19 tackles on the season, and 15 of them are assisted because he runs in on the play late and jumps on the pile.
Oh man. Well, you know, for all of that, man, that's that Pac-Man sound that you get when you get hit by one of them ghosts.
Waka 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 waka. Oh.
Halloween.
Wait, go back.
Was that cheese? That is cheese. And bacon.
Prosciutto and
Oh my God, that looks delicious.
What the hell?
Nah, bro, that's creatively scary.
Yeah.
And I'd still eat it.
Yep.
Of course you would.
Yeah, hell yeah, I eat anything. Cheese, bacon, I'm all over it. I got no shame.
You know what though? I'm telling you right now. That don't make no damn sense. But I'm proud of you though.
Thank you. Oh, damn.
You can already tell.
That's thick. Yeah, that's real.
No pun intended, but this is smooth, rich, thick.
Yeah, that's real. Them real thighs right there.
Who liked that? Who liked that? BB, of course.
Yeah. BB.
Oh God.
I can hear BB now. You damn right I did.
Oh, no,
hey yo!
Why your wife gonna come in there and slap the back of your head?
I wouldn't mess with that.
My wife will do no such things.
Oh man. Hey, so do Florida State play NC State this week, or do they got to bye? It's this week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, they play. They play. Let's see.
You still think NC State's going to win, or you think they're going to lose?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I think
Clemson put them away pretty good.
Huh?
Hey, I had a Florida State fan telling me they finna be 4-3.
Clemson didn't put them away that bad. They only won by 10, bro.
Hey, but understand.
We were up 30-13. They scored a garbage time touchdown.
Florida State ain't Clemson though.
No, but see, they just, I think they'll just come back. I mean, the thing about it, though, you got to give it to them, regardless of anything. The Florida State team last year would have given up on that Wake Forest game. Wake Forest would have ran away with that shit.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that they fought. Even though they took the L, you got to give them the credit. They did fight back. And if they would have had, I'd say, like maybe another quarter, maybe another half of a fourth quarter or something like that, they probably would have won. I mean, they probably would have tied it up or something like that. But the kicking game,
Wake Forest was never really in danger of losing that game. I mean, look at the second half of that game. Wake Forest did nothing but run the ball and chew clock.
And if that's the problem, they got to find a way to stop the run, though, Slim. But they can't they don't have the talent like that yet. I said that last night on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have the talent in order to stop the run like that. So
Wake Forest got a really good quarterback.
Yeah,
they're going to use that Achilles heel the same way. NC State is going to use that Achilles heel. It's the same way North Carolina is going to try to use that Achilles heel on us. From what Middle Tennessee State did to us by burning the hell out of us and throwing the play.
Well, it also depends on what, keep in mind, Kevin Steele came straight out and said, I screwed up. It's on me. I made a mistake. So he's going to adjust. Now, does that mean that we're going to do anything different. I don't know, but I want to take the man at his word based on his experience that he knows what he has to do to try to fix things a little bit and not have a repeat performance of what just happened. Because let's face it, North Carolina's offense is a hell of a lot better, and if we don't change anything, we're going to get boat raced.
Exactly.
I mean,
We can't let that happen.
He can change all he wants. If the players keep fucking up,
That's
Hold on,
that.
TT. I done stopped paying attention to that. Hold on, scroll back up real quick.
Scroll back up.
Yeah, go back up. I've lost my train of thought.
What happened?
Exactly.
Did she work out?
Yeah. I don't care if it's Photoshop.
And
I
I
don't know. I think she just don't skip leg day.
Yep.
She don't.
She don't skip leg day.
No, she don't skip leg
Is that you?
I don't think I've ever done a leg day.
Yeah, that's me. That's my boy right there. I don't know.
What did he do? Oh man!
I be forgetting that my followers be seeing like the shit posts I be doing.
Tell me that man don't look like it's a cry for help.
Hey baby, it's your first day of school. Let me take your picture before you go up to the bus.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It does. That's exactly what it looked like.
Like BB.
Just turn around and look at me. You'll be all right.
Like he got some hand-me-down pants or something.
That's the first day of school fit. He about to go
Yeah,
out to
you
the
BB.
At what point do you become too old to tuck your pants in the top of your high tops?
I don't know.
I don't think I look cool doing that no more.
No.
I don't think anybody ever looked cool doing that.
All right, because I'm looking at him right there, and I'm like, why you tuck your shoes and you tuck your pants in the top of your shoes, man?
I mean, what I do is like if I wear Timbs or something, I put the jeans like on the inside of it. I don't tuck it. I don't tuck them down in there now. I don't do all that. I just put it on the outside so the tongue can hang out.
It looks like a tuck. All right.
Yeah, but I don't do that. All that other kind of stuff. I don't know.
I mostly wear flip flops anyway now, unless I'm at work. Other than that,
right.
Yeah, I mostly wear my Jordan size.
Well, yeah, King for life.
Yeah, I'm right here. What's up, Mr. Can't Pay No Bet? What's good?
Oh no, my boy
Oh
paid
yeah, I
off
want
that.
to smoke today, boy. I'm waiting on you. I've been waiting on your ass.
My boy paid off his debt.
Hey, King for life.
What's up?
I let me tell you something, King for life.
Talk to me.
I hate Miami so bad, but guess what? Hold on. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay, go ahead. Bump your gum.
Them two losses. I'm going to blame it on your punk coach you got.
oh, shit.
I'm not
Here
going
we
to blame
go.
the players. I'm going to blame your punk coach. Hold on. Let me finish. Your punk coach went to Texas A&M, thought he was tough and running the ball like he's a grown man right now. Texas A&M back. Hello?
Yeah, you know, keep going.
Hold on.
That's that target phone now, y'all.
Y'all, Miami came down there and started running the ball, and Texas back end was depleted. They had their nephews and grandmamas out there in the backfield. Miami, y'all didn't never throw the ball down the field. You didn't never send your running back out the backfield, had your three wides out, two on the other end, and spread them folks out. He went down there, thought he was tough, and y'all didn't play Miami football. That's one thing.
We actually played good in that game, Peanut.
No.
The numbers don't lie, Peanut.
Listen, hold on. It's not. That don't make no sense. You lost.
Yeah, we lost, but we still played a good game.
Sir, we don't play that. We too grown to come out. We played a good game, sir.
We could have played better, but we played. We didn't play like we stopped them from
Sir,
scoring.
listen, we all grown. Ain't no shit thing. We played good. You lost, sir.
Yeah, like I said, you lost, but you still play good. So if you lose a game and y'all didn't play good,
I'm
you ain't gonna say
this.
at least you played good.
Your coach went down there acting like he's tough with his chest out and tried to make grown folk football, and Miami wasn't ready, dude.
Oh, God.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Hey, Peanut, I got a question for you, Peanut.
Hold on.
Get all you
You want to talk about us so much? Let me ask you a question. Are you ready to? So since you had your statement, can I make one?
Yes, sir.
Before you come up in here telling us about what we didn't do and what we should have done and all this other kind of stuff, how about you go out there and find out what's the name of your coaches on your team before you come over here talking that shit? Okay.
Okay. Hold on. I hear you. Do you got a wager said I don't know now?
Basically no, because you're supposed to be.
Okay. So let's get back to talking football then.
I'm not paying for your rent a center phone, sir.
So you be around the corner, sir. I'm talking about.
It's Radio Shack phone. Radio Shack phone.
Sir, I'm talking about Miami football, sir. Stay on the subject, sir.
Somebody to pay for his dad and all this other kind of stuff. Want somebody to give him bets and all this other kind of stuff. Why you doing all of that when you can't even answer a certain daggone question? You always listen over and over again trying to wear somebody down because you don't know the answers to it. So before you come up in here doing that, how about you get yourself correct and answer a question and actually put a camera on so we can actually see you and stop Googling? Because you had over 2 weeks to do it.
Sir, I don't see your face.
So don't try me, bro.
I don't see your face, though, sir. You talking about seeing my face? I don't see you, sir.
You want to see?
Listen, sir. See, you trying to shoot me a curveball. We talking about
his face up.
Miami right now. Football team.
Face up.
Hey, Peanut, his face up. Peanut, his face up.
It's small, but it's there.
Have his face up, then.
Well, you asked for it, so there he is.
Listen, y'all still listen. I'm not here to pity pat. We talking about Miami football.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, there we go.
There he is.
Yeah,
What's good?
Miami is 0-2 because of what, sir? I'm not doing all that goofy with y'all today, sir.
Peanut, put your face up.
You 0-2 because of what, sir? Y'all trying to do all that.
We 0-2 because we're still a Peanut. We're 0-2 because we still a building program right now, man.
Put the shot glass down and put your face up.
Let me ask you a question, Peanut. You paid that back that you owe T2Y?
Listen, hold on. The big
Answer that question.
Hold on.
Ain't no listen, hold on. Answer the question.
Hold on,
Answer
sir.
the question.
Just to be grown. Do that got something to do with you, sir?
Hold on.
No, but you up in here.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They need to grown close play, sir. That have nothing to do with you, sir.
Like you got something to say.
Sir, that ain't have nothing to do with you, sir. You worry about two grown men business, sir.
I'll tell you something. Let's get something straight. T2Y is my flow, okay?
Hold on. Let me say this.
Hold on, dude.
You're in your place.
Peanut already paid his debt. He already paid.
See, hold on, T.Y. Hold on, T.Y. Don't say nothing else. Chris, put your face back on there. Since you running your mouth, put your face back on there. Now look at you now, sir. Why you in two grown people business, sir?
What about me?
Look at you, though. You just dipped in two grown people business. Now look how you look now.
I look the same way I did.
You look the same as you did 5 minutes ago.
What's your point? What's good?
You were just in two grown people business, and you just got You just got slapped for no reason.
By who?
It had nothing to do with you, sir.
By who?
When you come in here, man, it be nothing but nonsense.
Yeah. Man,
I came here talking about Miami football.
You always coming up in here trying to talk about somebody else. Why don't you go into somebody else's chat? Why don't you be a troll to somebody else? Because
I came in here and gave you my opinion about football. You jumped in two grown men business for no reason.
Somebody owes me 5 minutes of my life back.
I'll say that, Chris.
Football,
shut up, Peanut. Damn, let's
see. There you go, sir.
That's all he want to talk about, man. Friend, I ain't got time for that fool, man. He a joke.
What you want to talk about? You just want to talk about
Hey, Chris, there's a reason Peanut come over here, and there's a reason Peanut won't turn on his camera. Because Uncle Lou burnt that motherfucker so bad his shirt's still smoking, and he don't want nobody to see it.
He don't want no parts of that. He don't want no parts of that.
Oh, everybody be quiet.
All right, everybody shut up.
Yo, T2Y, scroll back up.
Get your trade in, mum ass.
See two eyes. Scroll down. Oh, there you go. All right. Oh,
Yeah, get you, Peanut. We got something
Fuck
like
that.
Yeah, that might
Yo.
Slim.
Oh.
Peanut, you like that, don't it, boy?
Yeah.
Slim.
Peanut, hey, Peanut, you ain't talking about Miami football no more, is you? Look.
I forgot what were we talking
Why
about.
you got cristobal?
I forgot.
You got amnesia quick, didn't you?
What?
Who's that? Somebody else like what?
My name is Peanut. I'm
Next thing you know,
Down 20 bro, stupid.
next thing you know, YouTube gonna be sending me a notice about nudity and all that shit.
She ain't nude.
They will still though.
They gonna age restrict you.
I'm laying down by my lady. I'm just going to start for y'all. Get out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Somebody say suck it now.
What the heck is this?
What the hell?
What am I looking at? Hold
Why are they
Damn
fighting?
bodysuits. What are they?
on. What is going on?
What kind of outfits them in?
They a gang or something?
Well, I guess that's a game.
That first one definitely was not photoshopped.
They just did it. Yeah, them bodysuits going crazy. Look.
I don't want to see that again. That was stupid.
I don't even know what they were doing.
Yeah, I don't even. It doesn't even give a caption like what happened. Usually they'll say like green screen people got fight on a train.
That's what I was about to say. Is they green screen people?
Yeah, special effects people. The one girl ran. Oh, this ain't a movie. I'm out.
How does that altercation even happen? Like what were the events that
Because
led?
someone said, "Why y'all wearing green?" Because I'm wearing green. Well, you look stupid. Punch you in the face. That's how it starts.
Oh hell!
Oh, that's Florida State.
Oh, they working on the kicks.
Oh, they go.
Oh,
that was good.
That was good.
Okay, you got a kick.
Put 99 in.
that first one was
That was no good.
So why can't he hit one in a game if he can hit one there?
Well, I think that's the starter right there.
Oh man, what's going on?
Yeah, that one was way off.
That was pitiful.
Why would they put this on the internet?
Yeah. Oh,
Who think that was? Whose facility was that?
If
What?
it's you, that's they kickers. Nah, we want to see that one. We want to see this one.
Hey, Florida State fans, that's y'all kicker, man.
Missed it by that much.
Ain't no wind or nothing in the place.
I'm talking about you in the dome.
That's tough.
Rose said that's what a 100-yard indoor facility looks like.
Yeah, that much more room to keep missing your damn kicks.
Right. That's that part.
Died right there.
I ain't see that. What happened with him? Yeah, I seen he had
back
fails.
He fell off a push-up machine?
Yeah, and it like fell his chest hit right below.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I don't like that feeling. Oh, right in the throat.
He could
No, was that his chest bone?
That was his
That
chest
looked like
bone
it
right
hit him
there.
in the neck.
Yeah, that
it
hit
looked
him
like
in
he hit
his
him in
chest
the neck.
bone, boy.
Damn.
Ooh,
That
that gotta
ain't
be
real.
Photoshop. That's not
That's
real. Yeah,
not real.
yeah, you can
All right,
tell.
I got one right today. Yay.
That one is real. You post pictures every day.
At this, it's like
That one
There you
was
go,
real.
Peanut.
That's not Photoshop.
It's your girl when she knows like what she order. Yeah, she coming to eat your food too.
it got the salad, but she ain't want the salad.
Next.
Why the hell she look like she
What the
crying?
hell is that?
What's he crying for?
I've seen
She
that
look
video.
she look like she just defeated in life.
Ooh, that's real.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
What is that?
Damn. Ben,
Hey, did anybody follow up on that story about LeBron saying stuff, asking like, do you have any kind of relationship with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? And he said no.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing about that.
Yeah, I was reading about that this morning. I was like, really, man? He's been a Laker for that much time, and he seems you don't even talk to Kareem? I'm like, wow.
Man, you better talk
Likes
to
LeBron.
Kareem while he's here,
Don't
boy.
nobody like LeBron's punk ass.
That's not true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of his, but you know, he's done well for himself. I mean,
Honestly,
Yeah, and he does give back to those kids though. He does do that, and he's made programs and done stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, he has. I'm not that's even more puzzling why he wouldn't talk to somebody like Kareem, who's done so much for a lot of people.
Depth chart.
Right, you would think that, right?
Let me see if Lorenzo Lingard is at running back. No.
He is. He played this season. We already covered it.
He's number 4. He's number 4.
Yeah.
What game he played in?
This man is
I didn't say what game he played in, but it wasn't last game, but he's got some stats. He actually had a run of like 20 yards was his longest run, and he has 1 touchdown.
Why does it take this man
That's what's
5
up.
years to become the 4th running back?
That's what's up. I ain't got a lot of stats, but the stats I got, I like.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm in the kitchen. I can't sit.
Them boots.
played
What?
it out.
What happened?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
That's a sprained ankle.
Yeah, that's a hurt leg right there. Hey, look at that little man right there. What up, little man?
What's up?
Say, what's up, man?
Throw you up.
Throw you up for him. He know how to do it. He being shy, y'all.
Look at this child.
He's looking at himself on TV going, that me? Oh, my God.
Yeah, man, he like
Okay, go back in there. Okay, go back in there.
Wait, I got some. What's your favorite food is?
Hey.
Yeah.
He said, "What's y'all favorite food?"
No, I got.
I'm trying to hear what they saying.
Oh, no.
I love chicken wings. Hot wings and fries is my thing.
Oh, that's
Chicken wings, hot wings, and fries. And what else?
I like a good bacon cheeseburger.
A good bacon cheeseburger.
Hell yeah.
Fries is oxtail and rice.
Yeah, I could have said brown stew chicken.
You know what?
That'd have been good too.
Yeah.
I got.
Jerk chicken too, man. Jerk chicken.
I got.
This is the only restaurant that she got that she asks you what you want, but then ain't got what you want, but tell you what you gonna get.
Wait, is that the girl you cheated with?
You talking about we ain't got no bacon
that's the girl?
cheeseburger, but we got pizza.
I'll take it. I like pizza.
Oh yeah, I would have cheated too.
Oh, you got the bacon cheeseburger?
Right now I'm eating burritos.
Or a sandwich? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I had seen that earlier too. TTY about the NBA YoungBoy Drewski thing.
Yes.
What happened?
Yes. He said that his girl looked like him.
Oh, wow.
And the young boy responded saying,
That's messed up.
Yeah, he said this looked like.
Oh wow.
She actually does though.
You do?
Yeah, I see the resemblance.
Take his beard, put it on top of his head, and look like her.
Oh, that boy ain't flipping. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now.
Oh, that's Maui Goa.
Yeah, he locked in with Miami. Like he locked in. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Why do you keep calling this man a 4-star when he's a 5-star?
Yeah, he a whole 5-star. Yeah, just like Jaden Wayne. Jaden Wayne locked in.
I think all of them are locked in.
Oh
Yeah. Woo. Tats. I'm looking at the tat show.
I'm afraid to click on it. Oh, okay.
Okay, we good.
she probably
Why does it look like her chest is whiter than the rest of her?
She ain't getting no tan now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it just looked weird.
She probably kicked my ass, but I'm up for it.
Man, what the hell?
What the hell is going on there? Oh, that's a swim team?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Hello.
goodness. Hello. How are you doing?
That's messed up. Wow. That is messed up.
Oh, Tom Brady. That'll be a nice Hulu special.
That's so funny. My boy in the turtleneck.
Tom Brady about to have him a hot boy somewhere. Ain't he?
Oh, Tom Brady about to turn up. And he in Florida.
He got the worst QBR in the NFC right now.
Who, Brady does?
It's something like that.
Yeah, but all his the receivers have been hurt all year.
Oh, back to that again?
Yeah, Twitter's getting repetitive now. Somebody having a good old time.
Where's Ben?
Where's Ben?
That's some Florida State fans for you.
They trolling. I'd be trolling too.
They said at this point they just stealing.
Look at them prices.
Why is
$6
the name is Thrifty? That's what's killing me. The name
Exactly.
is Thrifty.
They got to be California area.
Yeah, they ain't no way that's.
Yeah, that's on the West Coast. Yeah, that's on the West Coast.
Over here, North Miami Beach, one of the stations is down to 303 a gallon.
Okay.
That's the lowest I've seen it in a long time.
The lowest I've seen so far is 304.
Yeah, Orlando like that too right now. They doing 305. You get 310 stuff like that.
I think Costco is like 280, 290 something or 280 something. But you got to wait online forever.
All right, they got that shit set up to go right back up in October.
Now why they got that dog?
What the hell?
He ain't like that unicorn one. You could tell.
Did they beat
This game's going on. No, this game's going on right now.
Oh, the game going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Wait, what channel is that on?
I think.
Is that ESPN?
Hey, T2, I was going to say you might as well just do a UCF SMU.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, I missed. Oh.
Is it? Wait, what channel? Hold on, let me find out what channel that's on.
I think it's ESPN 2. I'll tell you right now. I'll find it.
Yeah, you should pull that game up, T2, huh?
Yep. It's on ESPN 2. SMU UCF. It just started. 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Whoever got the kid in the microphone, you can't hear nothing. All right, there we go. What is this?
What if you made your own plate? That's it. That's a lesson. They going crazy on me right now. There's no way Tammy needed 2 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, broken beans, potato salad, and 4 motherfucking drinks. But guess what? She had a friend and a coach. And yes, that she knows loves her. That's right. That's right. No, I need y'all to hear this. They should be.
What?
All right, I'm confused.
Did she just name everything she ate?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
at least show the cheeseburger.
What the hell? Oh, they just went from baseball to
Georgia. That's a Georgia doing a thing.
Hey, you know how I'm feeling? Some people just post up the dumbest stuff.
I don't do social media, so I don't never see none of this stuff.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
7-4. Boy built like a stick bug, but he could.
That boy balling though.
Yeah,
Dudes like that never make it in the NBA, man.
Yeah,
I mean, they might get a few years, but
The jumper, nice.
I don't know. Any of y'all remember Sean Bradley?
Yeah, I remember Sean Bradley.
Talk about a dude with 7'6", a stick.
Wait, what?
The Brady Bunch. What in the hell?
Corey Raymond, after you ask him how many games y'all gonna lose this season.
Why he look, yeah, every picture they take of him, he look like he's scared of the camera.
Yeah, it looks like the creepy uncle.
Game day. Who's her team?
I don't know. Who is that?
Who is that? I don't know. Click on it. See if the picture get bigger.
Oh, college football home retweeted. That's crazy.
Yeah, but what team is that?
I don't know what team.
What is that?
I don't know what team.
No,
is
that's
What's her name?
Kansas State.
Allison Renner.
She's a Kansas State fan. Yeah. How? I didn't know they had fans.
Marcus in the chat. He said, "Who child on here rapping?" Oh man.
Yeah, that shit's so small. I think we ran through everything.
I know. Oh yeah,
we repetitive.
Yeah, we seen all that.
Oh man, y'all! Oh, I got something for y'all. I'm gonna take.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. Scroll down real quick.
That's what I'm saying.
Scroll down real quick before you
scroll down. There you go.
Oh.
What'd she do?
She didn't do nothing. She just hiding.
Hey, yeah,
in the gym locker room.
She got a waist trainer on, so when she take that off, just know some of that belly coming out.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Kamaru Usman.
Florida State after this weekend.
That's when Kamaru Usman got knocked out by Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was a nasty knockout. Kicked him dead in the face. Bye. He went unconscious quick.
Oh man, did you watch that episode?
What? On House of Dragons.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra and Damon got married.
Wait, what?
That was a good episode.
I didn't finish it, but they got married.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't finish the episode. I saw what they did on the beach though, but I was like, wow.
Yeah, I forgot what happened. I'm sorry.
No. I don't care about spoilers.
Oh, you see what they say right there? You need to post that right there.
I'm the person that be like watching the show, and in the middle of it, I'll be googling what happened next.
They faked.
I've done that a couple times.
Her husband faked his death.
Right there. That's what we need to do.
Her husband faked his death, and then she got married to Damon.
Oh, wow.
It was a good episode, man. A lot of crap happened.
So she ended up marrying her uncle.
Yeah. But I mean, like if you read the books to the Targaryens, they do that. They marry their brothers, their sisters. They're all over that stuff. They don't care. They don't give no fucks at all.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
They're all about keeping the bloodline pure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're keeping it pure, all right.
Oh, for real. That's what they did. You know, they're dragon people, so it's all about, so that way they breed future dragon riders.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell. I gotta finish the episode. I ain't finished it.
It was good. It really was. It was real good. Do you ever watch She-Hulk?
Yeah, I watch it. I'm a Marvel
fan.
So
funny.
I'm a Marvel fan, bro. I watch all Marvel, every Marvel movie.
She-Hulk is so funny, man. I didn't think I was gonna like it. Then I watched the first episode and I was like, "Yep, it's a good show."
Yeah,
it cracked me up.
It's a good show, but some of the episodes like kind of remind me of like chick flicks or something like that.
Well, I think that's kind of the point. They're trying to draw the female audience in, but it's still funny.
Yeah, it is. Hey, they bringing in Daredevil though.
Yeah, I saw that.
I heard about that. I haven't watched it yet.
And with each show and movie at this point, Marvel's just getting worse and worse.
No.
Nah, not really. Not really,
It
bro.
really
No.
is.
It's not really.
Well,
There ain't a single one of those shows that's worth a fuck at all.
You
Yes,
see,
there is.
WandaVision was hitting. Falcon and Winter Soldier was hitting.
Loki was phenomenal.
Loki was beautiful.
Loki was awesome.
Yeah, Loki was a beautiful show, man.
That shit.
No, I like them all.
But you got
all
to think about it. Sometimes with Marvel, they don't even care about how good their show is. They just trying to introduce somebody so it can be part of the bigger picture.
Which can be annoying, but like,
I just can't wait for Black Adam.
Oh yeah, Black Adam. I can't wait for Black Panther, November 11th.
Oh, SMU just went in for a score.
Look at Rhett Lashley.
He lost.
And then they talk about us living in the past.
But he just lost. Lashley lost like 4 players, 2 starters and 2 backups that decided they were going to sit out or transfer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Say game a month away, y'all 4-1, and yet we still favor doing. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now LSU is ranked. I don't see a Texas A&M thought.
SMU went 8 plays, 75 yards in 2 minutes and 30-something seconds, and we go 15 plays and move the ball 40 yards in 7.5 minutes. Because every freaking down, we got to stop, check in, clap, wash, rinse, repeat. Stupid.
Wait, is North Carolina ranked?
No.
What are you talking about then? Unranked Miami will show y'all how to be a ranked team. North Carolina at home next week.
They're not ranked.
Yeah, but they're not ranked. Yeah.
Damn. Somebody just put their foot in there. FSU was what the big Forest game. FSU after the
not Apollo.
Yeah.
Why they do Apollo like that? That's crazy.
He's still light years behind Miami.
If he dies, he dies.
I must break you.
Yeah. That's such a good movie. I love that.
Or Rocky 4. And
He said, hey, Cam, while y'all happy about our loss, who we play next, just know North Carolina going to blow y'all out next week. If Cristobal has a worse record this year than Manny had last year, what would your outlook?
what would your outlook be? Well, at that point, the season will be over, so not much of an outlook you can have.
Oh, my God, Big Groove. Did they really quote him? They quoted Big Groove. I want to win the ACC just once. Just once. Is that too much to ask?
Bring back Mark Riggs. Nah.
Oh, my God.
Bring back Mark Rick. Come on, man.
Hey, Jacar's got to be sleeping if he think UNC gonna put 43 points on us.
You know, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Of course, they bring up the ACC records. Freaking Florida State fans.
Like I said, if Kevin Steele doesn't show something real quick that he can hold on against NC's offense, then you know.
I said Pop's tripping.
Then what? They're not going to fire him.
Still unconquered.
I mean, what's even the point in making that statement? He ain't going to get fired.
Who said anything about somebody getting fired? I'm just talking about the score.
I still can't believe Pitt went and lost that game. That is.
And Georgia Tech lost their coach and everything.
Yeah.
Well, look at Nebraska. They fired Scott Frost. Shit, they started winning.
Well, they won one game, but yeah, I guess. But Nebraska ain't beating ranked teams like Georgia Tech just did.
Yeah, but they were. I mean, they couldn't win a game with Scott Frost.
Oh man, look who's ranked and look who's not. Couple games, one game later. One game later. Them boys was ranked for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's bad.
I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it on that one. I think I'm gonna leave it on that one. There you go. Just leave that up there for the rest of the screen.
Damn, Jacksonville State planted a flag.
I couldn't imagine losing to any FCS school. That's crazy.
Oh, man. Let me check on these.
We've quite literally never lost to one. Yeah, we've never lost to one.
Yeah, neither have we.
That's crazy.
Y'all want to know who did lose to one? Alabama.
Florida State and Florida have lost FCS schools too.
No. I like the Alabama one the most though. I like that one.
I want to know what they're going to do this week because they did. Everybody knew they didn't have any wide receivers. We already knew that, but now they ain't got a quarterback.
Hold on, no. They got 5 stars. They rebuild. They got 5 stars, right?
Who doesn't have a quarterback?
Right, Shady Slim?
Alabama.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe.
No, yeah. No, Slim. They got a quarterback. No,
that's AR-15 3.0.
Nah, he's not AR. He's not AR-15.
AR-15 can throw a little bit. He throw better than bro though.
Man, Jalen Milroe came into that game. He was 4 of 9.
Okay. And he also.
So what you say? You say he can't throw? That what you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
we don't know that.
And I'm saying he ain't got no wide receivers to throw it to.
Hello, I thought they rebuild. I thought, you know what I'm saying? They didn't need Mitch. Stop.
They got 5 stars supposedly, but they're looking like Miami's wide receiving core dropping shit left and right.
I mean, you can't. But so if they're dropping passes, how can you say Milroe can't throw? He got thrust in there when Bryce Young was injured. Like
they wasn't catching the ball for Bryce Young either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying he's going to have a full week to. He knows he's going to start this week. Like how are you going to say he can't throw? Like how do we know that?
Because he came in the game and went 4 of 9. That's terrible.
4 of 9. Okay, I mean, and he was thrust in there when Bryce Young went down. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't expecting to play.
Hey, you got to be prepared these days, man. Ain't no excuse. You got to get in that game.
Well, but there's a difference between preparing the whole week as knowing you're going to be the starter and being thrown in there in the middle of the game.
Yeah, but see, Nick Saban used to keep his backup quarterback ready because the way Nick Saban used to do it was in the second half, every blowout,
he said he wasn't ready. He ran 77 yards for a touchdown. Just because he was 4 for 9. I mean, they ran the ball. I mean, they only had him throw 9 passes because they were like, well, we just gonna run it. They can't stop the run. Jahmyr Gibbs had 200 rushing yards.
I know Jahmyr Gibbs did, yeah.
Arkansas couldn't stop the run, so why throw it anyway? And you know who also can't stop the run? Texas A&M. I don't think Milroe's going to have to throw the ball.
Hey,
Milroe be just fine.
Yeah.
But see, A&M could go into that game and sell out on the run and not have to worry about anything.
They sold out on they're not going to sell out on the run because they can't afford to, and they haven't been able to stop the run all year.
I mean, where's your threat at passing?
I mean, you still got to respect. I mean, you say Alabama has no receiver. They got some dudes. Like Kobe Prentice had a good game. Like I'm just saying, they've had some dudes emerge in that wide receiver. You can't just ignore the pass. That's all I'm saying. I don't see how A&M like. I don't see how they're going to neutralize that offense.
Alabama's going to steamroll A&M.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's going to be close. Oh boy.
And plus, A&M can't score, so I don't even think Bama's got to do a whole lot.
Well, I know Bama's defense is good. I don't think anybody's debating that.
Yeah, I just don't. It's because I mean, everybody. I mean, you point to last year, and you have A&M won, but it took Zach Calzada had like the game of his life. One, he's not there anymore, and two, it's
that should be a flag.
offense ain't nearly as good.
Well, here goes Lashley. Tempo, man. He didn't even no huddle, nothing. Just give the ball. Go. First down.
What the game is on?
Yeah, SMU. Blah, blah, I can't even talk English anymore. SMU and UCF. SMU's up 7-3. It's on ESPN2.
Rhett Lashley versus his mentor.
Yep.
I should have pulled that up.
Let me go ahead and
incomplete pass.
I didn't even think about that. That is Rhett Lashley against his mentor.
Yeah. That's why it's on TV. Look at Lashley just putting pressure on him, man.
Who's at ESPN2?
ESPN2.
But here's the problem with that. That tempo shit, I've seen it cost plenty of teams games.
Oh, of course. It's hit or miss like most anything, but interception.
I wouldn't call it hit or miss. There are times when you need to slow down your offense, and guys like Lashley just don't recognize it when they need to.
Well, happens,
Now, perfect example. Florida State should have beat Virginia that year when Virginia had Bryce Perkins, but they just went 3 and out as quick as they could, and it gave Bryce Perkins the ball back, and he drove down the field and won the game.
That's a flag.
I'm gonna go sit on the couch and watch this one. I'm gonna call it a night, guys.
All right, appreciate it, man. Y'all be good. I'm gonna do that myself. I need to finish eating dinner. I'm hungry. I'll see you later, man. Have a good one.
All right, y'all. Go Canes, man. Holla at y'all. Oh. Hey, T2Y, whenever you get a chance, hey, I don't know if you've been listening to it, but if you get a chance, you listen to the podcast, Diving into the Gridiron, when you get a chance.
It depends on what platform it is, because I don't have any platform that I listen to podcasts.
I think it's on like Apple Music and iTunes and Google.
If you got it on Apple Music, send me a link. But if it's not on Apple Music, that's the only thing I have is Apple Music.
Okay, yeah, it's on there. I'll let you know what it is.
All right.
I appreciate.